Hello. Hi. Ni hao. Hola. Top of the morning to you. Hey. Guten Morgen. Good afternoon. Guten these hands at this rate. How y'all doing? Good morning, afternoon, and or evening, folks. Hopefully y'all are doing good, relaxing, having a decent weekend. First off, Voice of Dog, thank you for rolling in. Hopefully you got to enjoy some more Octopath Traveler. And hopefully it's been treating you well. Thank you for bringing a community of mine of real golfers. We're happy to have you here in the land of golf. Speaking of the land of golf, we got the world of golf for Ryudo's World. Barrier Trio Bean. Good job on me first. Please enjoy that medal. Let it be a reminder of how you were here faster than anyone else. You may throw it like a frisbee or wear it. The choice is yours and yours alone. It's a great thing about choice. And Kindness, hello. How's it going? I guess pretty well now that you've got to get a bike ride in for the first time in 2 weeks. To hell with snow and ice, I agree. Hence, I moved to somewhere with significantly less snow and ice, and I've been enjoying every moment without it.
420, good buddy.
It's been great. And Eden, hello. How you doing? How did you enjoy Paranoia Escape? I always want to put, now I want to say Paranorma Sight into everything after I spent so long of getting that into my language. How did you enjoy Paranoia Escape? I could not intuit it while I was multitasking by just watching it simply. But I hope it was a good time. And hello, Petty. How are you? A good, easy mouse Columbo to you as well. And howdy, Toro. Hopefully you're enjoying your Sunday. Holy shit, that guy did a bunch of backflips. Damn, I need to play this game. Now I'm interested. And Woozy Dice, yo, to you as well. Happy Sunday. Hopefully you are also having a good one. What's going on? Good afternoon to you, Slacker. You have to imagine that I am doing a wave back to the both of y'all, since I don't have the camera on. And Imbion, there they are. For this is the game that I, well, indirectly, but the game they brought to the White Elephant that I have indirectly received from them. And I've asked them to not tell me what the game is, because it is a bootleg of some game. I don't know if by chance I've played this game or not, so I could get into it and be like, I have no idea what this is. It's entirely plausible. So I'm excited to open it up and then just be like, do like the Flash in that one clip from where he takes over the Flash's body. He's like, well, let me figure out who the Flash actually is. Takes off the mask. I have no idea who this is. It's the fucking funniest thing. I love that. And Thammy, congratulations on being first to saying you're first. Please enjoy this non-existent medal. You won't be able to use it for anything, and no one will believe you. But you know in your heart that you're the best to do it. And that's what's important. And it's Workaday World. Self-belief. And Necrotex, hello. Yes, the Ryudo Realm. Some good R&R. Ryudo Realm. It's perfect. There's golf here. There's an overexcited caddy here. And there's good Super Nintendo music here, live on twitch.tv.com. And Paranoia Escape is without a doubt a video game. That's the best way I can put it in review. Watching it from afar, I'm like, yep, that is a video game-ass video game. That is a type of video game that they would put on a television show and say, all the kids are playing this demon game and it's taking over their brains. Type of game. It looked exactly like something like that. Also, 420, good buddy to you as well, Chocolate Dave. Hopefully you're faring all right as well. It's good to see you. Well, usually the bad ones where I used to live, but Globe War is sort of taking the edge off that off the past few decades. Ooh. I mean, yay on a personal level, but I also acknowledge that, no, that's still bad. That's still bad. There needs to be a balance in the world climate that we currently reside upon and have no capabilities of leaving it in at least any survivable way. People have said the same thing around here as well, but I have no scope of that because I have lived somewhere significantly more snowy and colder, so it's just like I have no scope of how much different it actually is. But I am, of course, prone to believe that people who have lived here significantly longer than I have. Just had a bolognese pasta, so I definitely can't complain. I mean, you can complain. You could say, I wish I had room for more. Now, most people would say, get over it, and you would probably yourself say, yeah, I should get over it, but you could still complain. You could stay. I want more of that good stuff that I just had. I say that all the time. Rolling around at the speed of sound. What if every time you hit your golf ball, it started playing that? But it always restarts. It doesn't start off where it last left off. It just starts over again every single time. Would it be the best golf game ever? And how many copies would you purchase? Oh, gosh. That's a fantastic episode. Yeah. Yeah. It really is. Also, Super Retro Hearts. Bomberman and Flesh. My two favorite superheroes of all time. Bomberman and Flesh. Hell is my favorite monitor and robot. Thank you for also sharing some good art this morning. I greatly appreciate that. And also good art yesterday, too. I mean, relatively, she's still here in, like, the background. I can make her appear any time. But, like, I'm not playing Castlevania, so I don't know if she should be invited. But you know what? I like it. I'm keeping her there now. She can hang out. She can chill. I can probably technically remove the banner for now as well. I mean, we're going to chat for a bit because that's what I do. Please enjoy golf. But nonetheless. But yeah, her DMC animation was so good. Yeah, DC, it's weird to think about how much DC was ruling that early animation space. And then in the long run, they just completely missed their target in like every other space. Because it's like their animations overall are still doing really good. Like they completely understand the assignment. And then they try to go like big budget Hollywood movies. And it's like just people seem to be significantly less impressed by it. It's very, very interesting in that regard that they seem to miss the marker. Conversely to Marvel, who seems to get the IRL style big budget movies down a lot stronger. And then I don't hear much about their animation. At least until recently. Now it's just like, you know, people are just tired of Marvel, and I don't blame anyone. Flesh is next. No, because I'm evil. If I could do a little bit more harm, if I get one more person slightly more sick. You got to think of the long game here. Which I really appreciate that a lot. We ad-libbed an inspirational evil speech to the rest of the Legion of Doom, my fellow bad guys. Yeah. I really should just like watch that whole, well, a lot of stuff in general, but that whole episode as well, because I'm sure it's filled with a lot of funny gags, situational gags that would work really, really good. So, I'm gonna rush to start today. No, not heavily. I'm not gonna say I have all day, but yeah, you can show a dumb thing. Go for it. Also, hello, Juker. How you doing? Gaming to you as well. Here's your honest guess as to what this is. It's still, I got nothing. I really don't know. Because I can't think of any game The Flash is in besides, like, Injustice. So it's not Injustice. I mean, it would be very funny if they did convert Injustice all the way down to the NES. That would be very impressive, but I highly doubt they did that. So then the only other thing I can think of at this point is, like, I don't know what they would want to copy with them that would be on the NES that they could bootleg. Is it a reskin of, like, the Batman game? It's the only thing I could possibly think of. But I legitimately don't know. But when I turn it on, I'll know. Well, I won't. I may or may not know. It could be a game I've completely not played. It could be Bubble Bobble. I hope it's Bubble Bobble now. Because, like, okay, you have to have two noteworthy characters. So maybe it's something that's two-player focused. So I guess it could be something like Bubble Bobble. I don't know any significantly two-player NES games that thrive in the aspect of being multiplayer nearly as much as, like, the Bub Job brothers. Enjoy selling a Bluetooth speaker of my golf balls. The moment you hit the golf ball, he starts sailing into the air, and then it just starts losing connection. It's like, I can't connect from that far. You've knocked me 200 yards away. If you can still hear, if you're still connected to your music, you did not hit the ball hard enough. Nearly at all far enough. I think she should be allowed to enjoy some video games. I mean, she did survive Castlevania, so, you know, she can watch and or enjoy some Flash and Batman, or some Batman and Flash. I find various different cover or fake cartridges made for it, and sometimes they put one name ahead of the other. Who knows, those could be completely two different games. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. And if it's art cool on a rack shit. Yeah, you don't want to serve it too warm. It's going to sink down, and it's just going to look, you know, really bad in presentation, and I understand that. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm excited to see the final art. I mean, I always am from you, but, you know. In addition to knowing all the preview art and teasers that have been placed in front of me as well. With the Pantone cover of the year, and I discovered what the choice of Pantone cover for 2006 was. It was very cold shade white. Yep. Cloud White, I think it's called, or something like that. Cloud Dancer, that's what it is. Yeah, Cloud Dancer. I mean, I just literally watched a video on this, so it's fresh on my mind. But yeah, you gotta acknowledge that Pantone is not making a color for and or of the people. They are making a color from a wealthy perspective, a wealthy and stabilized perspective, and what they think is needed in the world when looking at everyone else who's having problems, and just, you know, tell them, like, no, you just need a chill day, dog. You just need to relax for a little bit. Go do some yoga in the mountains or something. Just free yourself of all the problems around you. And it's like a little hard to do that when I am literally being attacked by our current government. All my friends are currently being attacked by the current government. I think the last thing I should do is go away from everyone and everything and say, yeah, no, that problem doesn't exist. But it's sure easy to say when you're not the one being threatened. So, Pantone, nah, dog. They scooped it up and they dropped it out. But once again, the messaging doesn't go to the everyday person. Also, Super Ink Burst, hello. Hopefully you're doing well. Good Sunday to you. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself. And yo, Fizar, hello. Hot Shots Golf? Nah, this is Legend of Golfer for the GameCube, I believe. Actually, I can probably scroll down for a second here. Hold on. GameCube. Yep, GameCube. There we go. Yeah, so it's on the GameCube. So if you're looking for a unique golf game to put into your repertoire, here is Legend of Golfer with a really hyped up caddy. I really appreciate they went full burst on that. That rules. But Pfizer, hopefully you're doing good as well. Hopefully you're enjoying your Sunday as well. That's having hurt comfort slash. Look, as long as they kiss at the end of the game, that's all I need. I think that's fair to ask. I do not know if The Flash and Batman have any sort of potential spark in any of their stories. But you know what? We'll find it anyway. We'll make it happen. Quite a few games I can think of. He only has a GBA game. It isn't that, though. I can't think of anything that Flash was in. The only Flash I can think of in gaming is Newgrounds. I was looking for something I remember I upload this. As a fighting game expert, I was wondering what your thoughts are on this modern fighting games abandoning this classic mechanic. Copy link and put it off to the side here so I can load it up. Alright, let me... Where is it? There it is. Okay, I was like, let me just pop it in here. It's a little bit off-keister, but I can fix that. And then we'll have to get rid of the... whatchamacallit? The overlay. Just gotta find the overlay. There we go. Alright, this is knocking the puke out of Ken Masters. Thammy felt like it needed to be shared with everyone here. Does it have any sound? Oh, no, I have it muted. Sorry. There we go. I forgot I muted that tab when I opened it. I assume the fighting game mechanic you're talking about is knocking the puke out of Ken Masters, specifically. Yeah. Have you ever been hit so hard that you need to puke up everything that happened that day? I appreciate that the CPU kid is actually going for a DP from full screen. They are never that nice to me. But I guess I play Super Turbo on the arcade. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, yeah, they really brutalized the characters in the old Street Fighter games. Knocking a puke out of characters was just kind of one of the major plays of it, which is wild. I don't think there was any extra actual like effect or anything like that in terms of like damage or anything. I think it's just they got hit really freaking hard. And then, you know, they had the game over screen where they were like, you know, pretty beat up and everything like that. I think it's for the better they didn't get rid of that, because I don't want to have to play Third Strike with hyper-realistic puking. We beautified, we yassified everyone's ability to puke. It is a weird choice that they did that, though. I mean, they're not weird per se, but, you know, they wanted to make it seem tough. And it was before a time that Mortal Kombat even took off, because obviously it came in the spare limelight of... I assume it's every time they slow down, by the way. If there's more to watch, Thammy, please let me know. But not really having any, like, you know, cadence of how brutal they want, like, a street fight to be. They had, like, the more sporty side of it, where it was a lot of karate. And so, like, they had, like, you know, you get points and stuff like that. But they didn't really have, like, a street brawl game up until around Street Fighter. Of course, they had stuff, but it's like, it was like you are doing the sport of fighting versus the actual, you know, brawl of fighting with the guy down the street from Japan who can shoot, you know, plasma out of his hands. You know, outside of that guy. But that's just normal street fighting stuff. Here, watch this. Whoop. Golf's back. I hope you didn't miss golf, because it's back. So is Carrie. But yeah, but especially about the wealthy ones. Yep. Where were we at, though? I was looking for something. There we go. You only have to watch a bit for that idea. Okay, I was just being thorough. Okay, gotcha. I did not scroll up when I read the rest of that. Fate Flash Your power from Injustice is the shit kick to the nuts. I mean, there's a mental fear. You see someone running at you full speed, a speed that you cannot comprehend, and he reels his leg back. You're like, oh, good. Clearly, the strongest part of his body is going low. I don't know where to protect. Shin or balls. I can't do both. Justice League Task Force, the SDS fighting game, and that's the only one I know. I didn't even know that one, actually. So you got one up on me, Blackjack. What up, Blackjack? How you doing? Good to see you. Hopefully you're having a good one. Oh, yo, what up, Toast? Actually, good point. That could be Battletoads. It could just be Battletoads. I do not know. Also, this is not a sign, by the way. Just in case. Do not tell me. Do not tell me. I want to go in blind as much as I possibly can for this one. So, just to be sure there. And yo, Justin, that's right. It's golf. When you win golf game is here. Look at golf. GNN. Welcome to the GNN, everybody. Did you see the golf today? Someone attached Bluetooth speakers to the golf balls and hit it, and it played some song from some other Sega video game that we cannot produce on this broadcast. Please enjoy. Justin, how you doing? Good to see you. Hopefully you're having a good one. This fellow does so like 7 on it. The most technological balls of all time. As I lay demolition to the orb inside of Las Vegas. Then calm. Telling them staying calm will keep them satisfied. Exactly. Hey, you! Trans and/or colored person. Calm down. Calm down. No, what? Fuck you. But yeah, by wealthy ones no less. Person who pulls up in their limousine, rolls down the window, sees you protesting on the street, and tells you, "Hey, calm down. You're pushing this a little too far, buddy." It's like, all right, well then. One message deleted by a moderator. I don't know what happened. I mean, I guess probably a bot or something like that, I guess. Each the person who hears "don't worry" and their mind is blown, because it never occurs to them that they can just they can fucking chill. You're like, oh wait, yeah, you're right. I should just let the government do what they're doing. And even though they decide the Phantom color a bit more ahead of time, so they can prepare all their marketing and explanations, stuff like that, choosing the color white in the face of white nationalism being pushed forward is very on the nose and very funny. Very funny as in, haha, this sucks, man. Just to be clear here. It's like, oh man, all right. You know what? Yeah, you nailed it. Wealthy person saying the color of the year is white. All right. You got it. Oh gosh. If Flash did kiss Batman, to be so fast that Batman wouldn't even notice makes you think? Look, Batman is probably so touch-starved, it would be enough to get his rocks off by just the fraction of a touch of another human being. Everyone wins. Probably. Maybe. I'm not really sure how it works at all, actually. I barely know anything about them, as you can clearly tell. My knowledge about other nerd media remains at near zero. And that rules. Just seeing where they have to use their real identities to hide from aliens and Flash. I'm not so sure I'm ready to share if you guys think it goes Bruce Wayne, Clark Kent. It's like, I already got this. Did you all not do your homework? How am I supposed to trust you? Don't know who you are. It's the only way this works. That's really funny. But Ken might need that, because that's true. Ken may need his breakfast that he had that morning. He might have carbo loaded, and now all the carbs are gone before he could process all of them. And now he's fighting Dhalsim on an empty stomach. He can't even throw a Hadouken now. He's just a sleepy little boy fighting in front of all the incoming immigrants. I don't know if that's what Ken's stage actually is, but it's what I've always assumed Ken's stage was, as being second 2.0, or I guess maybe he's 1.0, Mr. American. It's like, what do we know about America? Immigration, melting pot, and war. All right, we got the 2 characters. We're good. And then this Mike Tyson guy is pretty cool. I don't think they picked him because he's U.S. I think they picked him because, like, oh, one of the most prolific fighters in the world right now? Yeah, get that guy. But don't let him know we got that guy. It's very important because he'll just come and punch us, which he would never do that. He was too busy. I sprung a pop on me that startled me so bad it accidentally time out. Oh, shit. Oh, it was on. Oh, no. Chocolate Day just like, oh boy, Sunday. And then catching a stray pea shooter on the side. Ah, why? Oh gosh. But the alpha games also have blood as well. Yeah, and then they just really removed it from a certain point. Just like, what if we just not have the blood and just have them, like, you know, bruises, bumps, a little knock to the noggin. I mean, less so in Third Strike. Like, or I should say not Third Strike, 3. They did have more, you know, brutal, beat up, bloody faces. And then they really just removed it from don't remember if they did in Second Impact at all. I don't think they did, but maybe they did. I think they did, actually, in retrospect. And then Third Strike, they just removed any losing character portraits entirely. And then from that point onward, I don't think they ever did one ever again. All the continue screens are just like the 3D model, you know, being defeated and holding their arm in defeat, and then you hit start, and then like, yeah, watch this 3D animation, and then they get back into the fight. So it's kind of neat, actually. Yeah, go home and be a family man. Anyone can go home and be a family man, according to Guile, which is important. It's the same thing for other versions after that. Okay, gotcha. Right, call them, make the vibes more PG-13. Yeah, I 100% agree. I mean, obviously they couldn't tell where the future was going to go in fighting games as a whole. But I think now that it has grown to, like, worldwide proportions and needs to be more consumable by a generally larger market, yeah, I think that was the play. I think that was the absolute play. They didn't know it at the time that it was the absolute play. But it was the absolute play in the end. Some people thought it was censored blood in the SNES version. I thought it was removed from the later version. No. I very much remember just like, yeah, I punched that dude with a heavy punch and he just fucking vomited. It's like, oh. Like, I mean, if I was fighting someone, I hit him so hard that they vomited on me. I'm like, I don't think either of us want to fight anymore. I want to go home and take a shower. I'm sure you want to too. I think we leave. I think we leave it here and we call it a draw on this worldwide tournament. If anybody has a problem with it, he can come fight both of us. The idiot. He probably would too. Oh, I was asked about that too. No. Vega's mask makes it probably significantly worse. Thinking the claw will save him. Foolish. Oh, gosh. My man goes out in the midnight getting punched so you can feel something. Exactly. The human touch by any means necessary. He lets the enemy win just a little bit for a little bit of excitement in his life. Subwoofer Ice Cream, hello. Good to see you. Batman leaving his DNA all over the city. You can't just pull an out of context quote in like that so smoothly that it works perfectly for the situation. Great news, I was tapped out and didn't even notice. This is where you can say golf funny. Welcome to my golf-oriented channel with my golf background and my golf radar alerts and my golf images. You said golf? All right, we need you to defeat Chocolate Dave. Destroy Chocolate Dave's ankles. Oh gosh, that's funny. Okay. So Second Impact, they do have the fucked up loser spread. Okay, I'm like, I can't tell if I'm conflating it with the just 3 Street Fighter 3, where the sign just says 3, and you say 3 something. Are we counting up to 3? I don't know who that guy is on the left. So is it what is it 3 of? Is it 3 of that guy? I mean, I can barely take 1 of that guy, but I can try 3. Also, thank you as well, Ivy, and good morning, or I guess good afternoon, Ivy, forget what time it is. This morning's been a little bit busy, so it feels like I'm still like in morning mode, but no. It's afternoon officially now here. And Alzraf, hello as well. Good to see ya. How you both doing? This Funny Gator has the biggest, greatest claim to the title Mr. Worldwide. I think it's still Ryu. I think it's still Ryu. As much as I would love it to be the president of Earth G or the mayor of Earth, Mike Hagar, the true Mr. Worldwide is the guy who's gone to literally multiple different planets and parallel universes to go punch someone else or something else. He is multiple. He's Mr. Multiple Worldwide. He has gone to different worlds. He's seen so many worlds. He can't stop seeing worlds. If he wants to retire, he can't. He can never stop seeing worlds. He wasn't supposed to be in Street Fighter 3, but they had to bring him back. Mr. Worldwide had to come back. Here we go. I'm going to Baston's house and kick his ass. Now who's coming with me? Yeah!
We're 20, good buddy.
Yeah! We're going with Guile with his cool ship. The Guile ship is really good. 420, good buddy to you as well, Jinpu. How are you doing, my friend? Hopefully you're enjoying your Sunday so far and getting to relax pretty easily. I think it's gone though, like a time where everyone thought Art of Fighting 2 had an amazing idea going so many also fighting games that have so women sure also explode upon KO, leaving them humiliated on the floor. I mean, that persisted for quite a while in the King of Fighters space. I think all the way up to 13. I don't know if they implemented that in 14, 15. But that did last, you know, as a throwback for a long time. And then Soul Calibur did it. Soul Calibur was like, yo, bet. And at some point, you feel like that DOA had to look at that and just say, why didn't we do that? We was right there. But yeah, why'd you bring him back later? It came up out of nowhere. I think just that last little bit of like, we can both do a nostalgia thing and a little bit of cheesecake as well. Man. So there they are. They threw it back in there. Oh gosh. Yeah, well, fuck my angles. Chat. Mods, destroy Chocoday's angles. Anywhere from 33 to 91. Because that just ain't right. Oh gosh. 3 they made it so you can blow up everyone's insurance. Oh, did they actually do that in Art of Fighting 3? I don't know much about actually Art of Fighting 3. It's a draw. Oh no. He's coming back and dying out in different series like Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem did that? I thought there were sprite animations to animate, you know, hundreds of different units would be enough work for them. But you can also blow back their clothes too? Huh? What happens to people who don't have shirts? You can just blow up their pants. Aha, the pantsless wonders. Look at this nerd. Got no pants. Everyone laugh. The literal world warrior. The guy has fought worlds too. He has fought entire worlds. He can't stop fighting. He must fight on every street. Watch out. He's like... He's the Google Maps car of street fighting. He's going down every street. He is fighting down every street. No one's street is safe. If your street hasn't been fought on yet, just give it some time. Ryu is on his way. You guys always feel wrong to me because Goku's are still intact. If the match is over, it's not actually source material. It's true. There was a period of time where Goku's clothes kept getting blown the fuck off in early Dragon Ball Z. It's like, damn, you knew that was a hard fight. His key was blown off. His pants were like shredded down to the knee. It's like they were fighting they were scrapping with Raditz. They were scrapping. That was a street fight. I'm really impressed that Dragon Ball Z moved from just fucking street fight scrapping to like true shonen anime with special abilities. But those boys were scrapping. Get rid of every street has been fought though. The Path of the Warrior is indeed an arduous one, but you gotta be thorough, and that's important. I absolutely understand that. I'm good. I'll be leaving Dad soon. Just thought I'd pop in and say hi before I did. Oh, well, safe travels before you head on out. Hopefully your time there was at least fulfilling and good. and I hope you make it home quite safely. Oh, while you're reading CC. All right, let's see if we can do this. Jimpu. Close enough. I hope you have a safe trip. Close enough. Close enough. So Cobber secretly is way horny in DOA. It just took him a while to get there and fully embrace it. Yeah, it's not a secret, but it's not a selling point. It's an unspoken secret. But I believe when you finish an appointment with a super desperation move, the clothes explodes, but it does work on everyone. Okay, okay. Today I learned. That's great. You could be outside your window right now. Exactly. If you're living especially on the first floor of wherever you live, Ryu could be outside your window right now like, hey, you. Ding, ding, ding. Come fight me. You look powerful. You look strong. Ryu looking like Kyo in that 90, I think it's 98 art where it's like, hey, let's play KOF. Oh gosh, you can put Tail in Ivy's outfit. It'll explode if you hit her hard enough. Even more of her, but somehow that didn't track any higher. Didn't it? I saw some slight ire about it. Like, come on, dog. And then didn't they add a patch later that actually removed that functionality anyway? I feel like there was. I heard ire outside looking in. That's the best way I can put it. I heard ire outside looking in, but that doesn't mean anything necessarily. But I was shocked the first time I was watching it. I'm like, I don't really know much about Soul Calibur. Let me actually watch this. Oh, damn. She is significantly more naked now. Her pants, her dress is gone. Her pants are gone. Yeah, going full Captain Kirk. The Kirk saga. He was fighting an alien. He lost his shirt and he was looking fighting sexy. That's it. That's him. Oh, you were telling him Ivy's outfit. I actually didn't know you could do that in the game, though. That said, I did not know you could actually move them into different outfits. I thought you just had to create a character, period. Today I learned as well. Very outside looking in. Harmony Fates had a whole line of raider weapons that ripped people's clothes off, including the magical version. That's what we get! Well, can't say I'd be surprised if that's what happened. I'm like, you know, I don't know what I expected. It was right there. It's in the name. And I can read just good enough to understand that's where it's going. Yo, good morning, Gamer. Thanks for coming to hang last night. Heck, thank you for having a place to hang last night. I needed it for some, well, not distraction, but it was nice to have people who were having a good time and having fun. And I could actually listen to everyone amble about whatever's going on while I was working on some side projects. So that was a big ups for me that night. So thank you for being so inviting, if anything. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. How you doing? Happy Sunday to you. Hopefully you're having a good one. Everyone taking battle damage usually just means losing clothes, which makes sense. They went the Goku route. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, shouts to Jinpu. Jinpu has the curse of having a basically unperceivable name. Whether it be text-to-speech, whether it be rating into people who don't say their name very often. It is an equally cursed name in terms of pronunciation as it is to mine as well. Shinkiro was exactly what I was picturing for you outside your window. Good, excellent. I'm glad, because I'm like, God, otherwise this becomes a joke for basically probably Ivy and Alzarath, and probably no one else at this rate. But you came in clutch, Subwoofer, so I greatly appreciate you. 2 years later, there was an option. Okay, so I'm like, okay. So enough people at least said something that's like, yeah, look. Look. Something esports, alright? Yeah, Soul Calibur. You can talk about damage level per custom. Yeah, okay, gotcha. DOA is a cast where everyone is over 18. I assume that, but now you're saying it out loud. It's like, I didn't actually know that. I think I just kind of assumed that. It's just one of those nodding things like, I just never even thought about it. I didn't actually, I couldn't have said, if someone asked me, like, well, everyone's over 18, right? I just have to pause for a second and say, I don't know, actually. But there we are, on the other hand. Yes, now I know. You're in an original Xbox rabbit hole and discover how to make real hardware connect to custom servers of people still playing online. Yo, that fucking rules. I was actually watching another friend of mine, DJ Tatsujin, stream Perfect Dark Zero for the Xbox. It's not 360, I think that's just Xbox, but either way, one of the two. And he was mentioning that there are still servers that are you could connect to that are still active, and people are still playing this game to this day. And it's like, wow, that's amazing. I love that. That rules so hard. It's so fun to figure out, like, yeah, people just love this thing enough that they're still doing this thing. They will not be stopped. And it's like, God, that's why I love so much about fighting games. And I don't get to explore outside of fighting games that often, but hearing stuff like that is just like, yo, that fucking rules. Rabbit holes like that absolutely kick a lot of ass. Xbox Racing after 20 years, realized you can play the first two on Xbox, no backwards compatibility. So you just broke out the whole system, just like, yeah. And check the list. Yeah, let me pop that into my side here. Yeah, just the entire Signia. Yeah, people are still playing Phantasy Star Online. That's just non-stop. I think Lolo de Puzzlo is actually playing currently right now. But yeah, Project Gotham Racing, Counter-Strike. And Halo 2, like you said, yeah, 33 people are playing Halo 2, which is like, wow. Like, holy crap, wow. Let me actually save that somewhere. I don't know where I'm saving this, but I really just need, like, a specifically gaming folder. I don't know why I don't have one for, like, broadly gaming stuff. Where do I want to put it? Okay, you know what? I just make one now. Just make one now. Problem can be solved easily. Other gaming, just for various gaming stuff that I was like, I want to have access to this later, or someone else might want to have access to this later. Yeah, not too many people, but it's like, if I hit up my friend and I say, hey, you want to play this game co-op online? We have a solution, and that's so cool. That's so damn cool. Use X-Link Kai, which are separate custom servers, but the old games still live on. Oh shit, I didn't actually know that either. See? See this rabbit hole? See how cool it is? I saw how you name your folders. Yeah, it's a mess, and I it's like relative subject to thing. Cool, that's good, right? That's good enough, right? Yeah, I think I didn't actually close the window, but he's like, yeah, I just oh wait, from the message that I sent you the other day, it's like, yeah, you see how I name folders. I'm like, yeah, I just keep deep diving until it's like, it's nuanced for the one function this folder is. Sometimes you made an open USF4 next. And Smug showed up with his Dudley. Yeah, Smug has not stopped playing. Smug has not stopped playing. Knuckle Dude has not stopped playing either. So they're both just like really still good at the game. Great at the game. Yeah, he wasn't making content. He was just there to play. He just loved Street Fighter 4 that much. And then I watched the Tampa Never Sleeps Street Fighter 4 tournament they did this past Sunday, last week, I believe it was, and it was really, really good. And it's just like, yeah, they just, people are still playing that game, and they are playing at a very, very strong level, and it's just neat to see that, yeah, the fire has not died out. If you like a game enough, you can still play it, and you should still play it. Sure, the probably final dogcast to us by Hasty Quest EX for a matching service are in the spare chat. Let me go take a peek at that real quickly here. God damn, this is so good. So I love what you did for Jinfu. Oh my days. All right, anyways, let me clear out the screen. I'll post it on for a bit here, and I'll give you all time to take a look at it while I get the last few things going on my end of stuff here. AKA I launched the game. Do I not have a browser source for some reason? Why don't I have a browser source? Okay, well, anyways, we'll just do it like this. There we go. So anyways, on the 24th, for me and everyone who else wants to hang out as well, it'll be Dogcast again. We'll be hanging out, well, I'll be hanging out all day, playing some Blue Stinger, have some light sub goals to create a Hassie, whenever I get, what was it? I think it was like every 10 subs I would do a Hassie, and they range from shockingly okay to horrendously impressive that it tastes exactly like vomit. But that'll be Wednesday on Christmas Eve. So if you want to pop on through, I will be starting at 9:30, the same time I start start my Saturday streams. There we go. That's where my brain was trying to go. We made it. We made it there. That's important. All right, let me go ahead and remove at the same time, remove the overlay. Get some gaming going. I also need to change the name of the game here. I don't know what to put for this, that said, though. I don't exactly know what I should be putting for the name of the game. I mean, the year of the game. I guess just this. I guess just that, honestly. There you go. I don't fucking know when it came out. Came out in a year. Rita, why do you have a knife? Why not? Can't a guy have a little bit of real estate? Yeah, see, I think he's got the right idea. He's about to tell Chief, I was like, you know what that adds to it? That's the thing. It works perfectly. It's so good. It's so good. It's just so damn good. Your knife will be like, I'll see you Streets of Rage. Look, I'm going to hold my knife like this, and if you run into it, it's your fault. That's all I gotta say. The quest for more Hassie, yeah. We had, oh, well, I say I had plenty of Hassie last year. Juker had plenty of Hassie last year. Because Juker, you know, did the archipelago for like the remainder of the year, and, you know, certain subs, or a certain amount of subs would make him make another one. Mine was, you know, I'll probably get like a few throughout the day and whatnot. I have like 8 recipes, so that should be plenty enough, because I'm not getting more than like probably like 20, 30 subs. So like 100 something subs later. I've been in the kitchen for 6 hours creating and drinking Hassies and rating them. It was a time. It was a good time, but I'm better prepared for it this year, just in case it happens to go that buck wild again. I forgot. Do I need... Let's see. This should work, right? Alright, anyways, I'm gonna pop this away here. Let me lock that down there and then put this here. And then I need to stop the music at some point. Where is it? Where is it? Also, belatedly, Doggy! Yo, how you doing, fam? Good to see you. Hopefully you're having a good one. Where's my music? Get out of here, special T shot. There you go. Alright, we're good. Let me change the game audio over as well to messin'. Because I ain't messing around. Oh, wait, I don't have the right controller put in. Wait, what? Is this monsters in my pocket? What? There's no way, right? I've not seen or played the game before, but like, Batman, Flash, that's them. Hey, it's 2 players. That's wonderful. Nope, I would have never fucking guessed this. What the hell? What the hell? It's kind of like Golfer, the Super Console gameplay, but even better if it had Bug from Bug on it. We could do that for our next overlay at that point then. Also, I'm realizing this is very quiet. Hold on a sec.
What in the hell is this?
See, that's my question as well. I've never played the original game anyway that this is based off, or that this is bootlegged off of. So I was like, I don't know what to even expect, honestly. And that can no longer run due to term limit. So yeah, next year I'm voting for the Ticket of Ryudo Knife. Yeah, I'm coming in. I'm coming in hot. Don't worry. Yeah, you had 56 last year. And it's like, ugh. Because people could decide what they put into your hassies. I didn't have to. They're so small. They're so small.
Kick shell.
Oh shit. I sent out my henchmen. While you were watching Fuck! They will defeat you. Come on. Warlock? And we will beat you. Oh, I guess that guy's Warlock. Okay. Yeah! Actually, he doesn't seem pretty into it. All right, anyways, here we go. Batman in my house. Get out of my house, then. We want to fucking invite you. All right, hold on a sec here. All right, hold on. I can short hop this. Let's go. Illbleed 2. Is there an Illbleed 2? I thought there was. I know there's Illbleed. I played through that before, and I enjoyed that. But I didn't know there was an Illbleed 2. But yeah, 2 to 3 years ago, it is a trip of a game. Absolutely. Where the Z-axis? Yeah. Hold on a sec. I'm not safe anymore. But good morning, streamer 20. How you doing? It's the Legacy. Oh, I'm up here now. It's a Legacy Yakuza player himself, 20. How's it going, friend? What's going on? My key! No wonder I can never find where that is. Batman, how dare you? Get out of my house. Why are you in my house? Get out of it. Can I get up here? Oh, I can. Okay, sweet. Okay, sweet. There we are. It's Batman. We swear. Yeah. We just made them. Unique. OC, do not steal. Just like playing around with my buttons here. Like, do I have anything on select or... I like how also the bar at the bottom left reads either Atman or Ratman, which Ratman would be appropriate in all fairness. I will give credit where credit's due there. Also, thank you for the streak, Lord Tyrion. Appreciate you. This is a bad game. Where you can find all these good games. This one was a gift by comparison. So it landed in my lap in some way, shape, or form. Oh shit! Not Batman witches. Oh shit, hold on. Oh no. Ugh. Okay, we're good. But this is amazing. Because I don't know anything about the original game either. So I don't know how close to the heart it's actually playing it, how much different it is, if it's different at all, if it's just a reskin. I got nothing to base this off of. So it's pretty amazing. Yeah, thanks, Guile. Yeah, thanks, Guile, or Warlock, excuse me. Can I, like, shoot a gun? I mean, I know I'm Batman, but, you know, can I? I guess I just need to be more specific with this. Yeah, maybe it's just a large TV. It's like, well, after our misadventures in, you know, Giant Land, we've never been able to escape, but, you know, Flash, let's start a new life here together. And they're like, okay, sure. And now they live in Giant Land. Ow! Okay, well, you got my ass. Oh, he's gaining speed! He's gaining speed! Oh, shit, he's actually gaining speed! Oh, fuck! He's unstoppable! Batman's too quick! Ow. Alright, fine. I'll grab some juice for myself then. That's Ratman, I know him. Oh, look! My juice! Batman is now juiceless. He has been dejuiced. Does it look familiar? This is monsters in my pocket? Yeah, I think so. It looks like that from what I can remember. Oh no, it's Ratman. Oh shit. Ugh. Alright. Alright, just gotta position myself well enough here. Just gotta zone. Oh, you can't throw any more. Oh shit, he's dead! Yeah, that's like kind of what I know Tyrion. It's like, it's based off of a toy franchise. I've seen them before, but I was never into them or anything like that. So I just don't know anything about the actual original series or the game. So I actually didn't know there was a... don't think I knew there was a game for it. I think it's the best way to put that. So now I can actually ask questions like, was the who made the original game? It sounds like the music sounds Konami. So that's why I'm like, I think might be Konami originally. So you mean Pocket Monsters? Hold on, we don't want to get sued now, all right? Even though in that regard, you know, whoever made it originally would have all the power, should have all the power in the world, but definitely does not. See, you see if it's a song. Batman. Batman. You see, it's Batman's theme. I know that theme. That's it. Oh. Batman in my kitchen. Hold on, he's jamming. He's having a good time. Damn, good timing there, okay. Okay. Batman. Maldory, hello, how you doing? Hopefully you're having a good one. Batman. 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 And Flash. Oh no, there's too many enemies on screen. Batman, you're gonna have to defeat all of them so we can retain our graphical fidelity. Oh shit. Ow. There's a lot of health in this game, that said. Grant to nasty. Yeah, that's why he couldn't make it to... He ain't gonna be in Castlevania 4. Grant to Nasty has been killed by Batman. Or Ratman. Oh. Come on, got a movement here. Oh. Oh, God. Ah! Oh, I can't jump on the goods? Wait. Oh, I can't jump on the goods. Oh, he actually turned around. Smart guy. Ow. I gotta time that better. Against the Yeti. Oh, the Yeti's dead. Never mind. Oh, does he wear a jacket though? Like, yeah, it's cold. It's cold in the freezer. So, you know, he needs to wear that jacket for warmth. Crisis from Underground. Ow, I was drinking coffee. God. Also, now I'm looking at the portrait down below for Batman. I need to quanch it down just a little bit so you can, or move it so you can see it just a little bit. But you can see Batman down below. Just there he is. That's Green Batman. I know him. I know that guy. Actually, didn't I have a replacement spot in the bottom right that I had for when the camera was off? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Oh well, not that big of a deal. Carrie can. You know what I can do? You know what I can do instead? Actually, I'll carry her over here. And then she can watch the game over here from her own VIP seat. There we go. Flip horizontal. There we go. Her shirt's backwards. It's even better. There we go. Excellent. Okay, Konami made this. Okay, I was gonna say, the sound chip sounds extremely Konami, but I didn't want to, you know, hyper assume that it was Konami as a result of that. But my ear for at least older games is pretty decent for telling, like, what companies did stuff and stuff like that. So I'm at least very proud of myself there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Batman can't deal with projectiles. Despite, you know, having a bunch of projectiles. I at least have 1,000 points. That's what matters in this workday. Wah! It's weird you have a double jump as well. Maybe he gets killed by Fleaman. Yeah, well, now Ratman's here. They just got, you know, the Fleamen weren't cutting it out anymore. They've been fired from the job, and they've hired Ratman to do the work. Ugh. Oh, God, they're just... I'm getting zoned out by these motherfuckers. Oh, my days, dude. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. Can I destroy balls? Can Batman destroy balls? All right. You know what? I think I get full health from this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Get more comfortable, my comfort. Got ready for the cat. Sit for my sister's holiday weekend. Oh shit! Hell yeah! That is great that you were already cat ready. This fucking rules. Ah, there we go. Plus, having a cat for a weekend might be a really good time, honestly, when moving into and cozying up into a new spot to live. So I hope that does treat you well. I think it's just going to be more sane to just, like, let myself run past all the enemies instead of... Those are mermen flexing in air with some sunglasses, and this is great. This is the best thing I think I've seen all day today. Excuse me. There we go. All right. Gotta keep moving, though. Yeah, fighting the manifest embodiment of Freezer Bird. No, Flash. He doesn't have a deviant bone in his body. You're right, because he has his own deviant art. So he doesn't need it in his body at this point here. He has everything he needs online. It's great. There we go. Yeah, let me grab that as well. Everything is just awesome. I do. I really do like that aspect a lot. I really realized it when I played, oh shit. Oh, shit. World of Sour, the Sour Patch Kids video game. And I was like, you know, this aesthetic really fucking rules. I'm right there with you, gamer. Okay, I was gonna see if I could jump over them, but it seems like just damage racing seems to be better, the key, than anything else. Yeah, that's Ratman. That's him. I know him. What up, Samurai Hitman? How's it going? Good to see ya. Hopefully you're having a good one. So Castle of Illusion, yes, I've played. I've never played Alfred Chicken, and I've never played Pink Goes to Hollywood either. I don't even know what Pink Goes to Hollywood is. Towering Catastrophe. You got it, boss. Ooh! Ha-ha! Damn, this honestly bangs. I'm sure I've listened to it at some point, but it's like, I cannot think of when I last heard this one. Oh my gosh. Okay, no. Uh-oh. Okay. I just need to get to this health over here. Now we're cooking. Sweet. It says the game has this note. The Asian release of this game is titled Batman and Flash, and a licensed hack of the ROM where the main playable characters are replaced with Batman and the Flash. The thing is, I found multiple different cover arts for, or I should say box arts for the game, and... Uh-oh. Okay. And some have Batman and Flash. Other ones have Flash and Batman. Oh, shit. I don't know if that's going to kill me or not. Instant. Oh, God. I'm on my way. Hold on. It was worth it. Rebate on the health. Oh, I didn't turn around. I need to time this better. I need to crouch. I probably just need to crouch. Oh! Ah! My life! Oh, right there. I was right there, huh? It's nice. Oh, no. It's definitely older than Pokemon. If I knew it when I was growing up before I became aware of what things were and what brands and I didn't get my double jump for some reason. It's definitely much older. But I'm glad you actually look it up because I'm curious about how much longer it's been out for. Ooh, okay, as long as I didn't fall off. That's the easy part, or the hard part. Okay, sweet. Wow, cool t-shirt. Yeah, Carrie is fucking killing it with that cool t-shirt that she got from Castlevania. But that's all she got from it at the same time. No, it's NK versus TCU. Which we played anyway. Alright, you know what? I think it's just gonna be easier to just ignore those guys instead of trying to hoist myself over them or, you know, defeat them because they take 2 hits to defeat. And it's like, at this point, yeah, I was gonna say, it's worth so much more to just dodge them instead. And sometimes double jump does not come out here. Stretching before making the jump. I like how well dressed Batman is. He just has like the cape on. It's really good. Okay, there we go. Okay, I just need to jump backwards on those ones actually. I'm gonna try not to grab that right away. And see if I can get those two guys. And then I can grab that, and we should be good there. Okay, good. Good short hopping. Let's go. Oh, and there's health on this side, too, as well. Does it give me any points? No, it does not, unfortunately. Also, yo, what up, Atizian, belatedly? How's it going? Good to see you. Well, if it isn't the blue dust. Bring Elzaraf back! I'm a gift ish, and I feel bad for you. Oh. And Pico's was a really bad platform. We seem to be mostly known from Author Blues. That would make sense, actually. So White Elephant Gift Exchange is basically everyone brings a gift to a party event of some sort. And then, by however you decide, picks go. However you decide. The first person picks a gift from the pile of gifts that are over there, over in a group, whatever. They're usually, I mean, it could be wrapped or unwrapped, honestly. But in this case, it was wrapped because Necro did a lot of amazing work to designing all the gift boxes to be unique and discernible. So that was great. So yeah, first person picks their game, and then they reveal it. And then the next person picks their game, or the next person can decide, do they want to pick from the pile of leftover games or gifts available, or they can decide to take one of the other people's gifts. Every gift can be stolen from another person up to 2 times, and then it's locked into place for whoever gets it that second time. So it's a little fun little, like, you generally try to aim for what you want to get out of everything as best you can. So it's a fun little thing there. So we did it for video games instead, and everyone has streamed their game. I think up to this point now, I think everyone's played their game, except for me. I think I might be the last one. Also, there's extra lore from Slacker, it looks like, as well. Sacred Wireflies were seen as overpowered, but they're also elephants. They ate a lot and were hard to keep properly with a lot of resources, but you couldn't get rid of them, so it'd be seen as disrespectful and blasphemous. So eventually became code for something that's technically a gift, but no is more trouble than it's worth. That's actually really, really neat history on that. I never knew the history of why they call it White Elephant. So naming a rebrand of Monster in My Pocket, honestly, I see why you would think that, though. Oh, never mind. I thought, you know, maybe boss was coming in. Yeah, I could easily see why you would think that, because it's like, yeah, it's so on the nose, right? Okay, got out of the way there. Oh. Alright, just let me move out of the way of that. Oh, he's back. Hey, overheads. I didn't move in time, because I'm a fool. So, some people play a little bit more funny. In terms of White Elephant gifts, some people play a little bit more seriously. Just depends on what the vibe of the group actually is at that point. And they just go from there. Okay. Ow, okay, no, the hook actually hurts. Never mind. I keep getting hit by the hook, and I'm like... I'm more worried about, like, not getting hit from, like, the monster. So I keep just thinking the monster's the one who's the hitbox, actually. Yeah, he's meeting 5 minutes before this game started. When you gotta watch TV with the Flash at 5:05 p.m., but you have a meeting ending at 4:59 p.m. Oh, shit. Hold on. There we go. Oh, I actually hit that twice, actually. But I agree that the cape is not nearly as used as much anymore. My wife did make herself a cape. She sewed herself a cape. And is a very, very good accessory. And I don't know how I'd rock one either, but like, you know, I like my flowy stuff as well. I have some really long winter scarves. Problem is, it's winter scarves and it doesn't get that cold out here. But I did wear the one that my friend T-Jabs did make yesterday finally. So I'm like, it's just the right temperature for one. Finally, I can use this. So I did rock it. I need to post the selfie I did online somewhere so that T can see that I finally wore it. It was chilled enough to wear. Ow! Can I pick this up? Yes. Can I double jump with it? Oh yes, damn. Batman's strong. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, well, I missed everything. I missed all the markers. And now Batman finds himself in danger against enemies that can shoot lasers out of their eyes. Oh, they slow down right next to you. Damn it. Oh. Do I get points for these guys? Okay, I do get points for them. Okay, that's good to know as well. It's called Doki Doki Batman. No. It's Batman Panic in the US. It's okay to get it wrong, boys. I understand. It's hard to remember how they do all these translations and stuff like that, so. Aha! Yeah, let me take this as a power. Life will be a lot easier this way. Now I can jump up here. You know, this seems to be making you invincible. I have not figured out the health system. I have not figured out why sometimes I take damage and sometimes I don't take damage. I'm partially not arguing because life is a lot easier when I get to live forever. All my deaths have basically been, outside like one instance, has been as a result of falling into a hole somewhere. So that seems to be the biggest danger overarchingly. So I'm gonna try to keep myself more on land. I don't know if I'm just like what's the word I'm looking for? Like overfilling my health maybe, and that's why I'm like not taking any damage. But sometimes I still take damage anyway, like immediately after getting a health up. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But also, you know, video games are made of code, and copying that code and altering it sometimes does weird things in places that you don't expect it to do. Ugh. Uh-oh. I was not ready to set down there. Okay, we're good. We're good. Choosing a dog over white element. Which is a shame, because I think you would have really enjoyed the outcome, honestly. It's an on-screen game. I'm enjoying the game. Ow. I don't know if I don't know if, you know, screwing her is gonna do any good or not. Ow. Okay. I got it. Right this time. Yeah. Alright. Time to guess the... Well, it's not 50-50. It's a... Whatever the fuck this is. A 1 out of 5-er. I was wrong. I don't know if the screw does any more damage or not. That said. I really need to find out how to deal with that a little bit better. Okay. Okay. If I jump before it, though, that does allow me to... Okay. Yeah, get screwed! Here we go. Winter Scarf is an amazing accessory. It is. It's just I overheat hard. I'm not wearing it during any warmer activities. Because I will just take it off anyway. Last battle at Batman Mountain. Already? My mountain. What up, Cornden? How you doing? There we go. We're okay. How you doing, Cornden? Happy Sunday to you. Hope you're having a good one. Oh, this goes in the cloak. And you can't even say cool things like cloak and dagger. Either cape and dagger, you know, mediocre. Ugh. Hold on. Fine, I'll see you later, T-Rex. If you need me, I'm gonna be inside of my mountain. Clarification, my mountain. So you're in my house now. But Batman, weren't you in my house earlier? No, that's completely different. That must have been someone else. There we go. A secret sicko, non-secular secret Santa on Author Blue's Discord of retro games. They're just gifting their favorite niche old games for others to play. Yeah, I think this is partially somewhat closer to that vein in some degrees. Like, maybe it's an interesting, neat, unique game in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's like good or bad, you know, is your discretion. But, you know, a lot of it is just like, do you find it interesting in some way, shape, or form that someone else in this group might find it unique and fun in some way? And so thus here we are. Oh, well, cave's not collapsing on me anymore. Oh, fuck! Ghidorah +1! Good move. You got me. I wasn't ready. Okay, get back here so I can kill you. Oh, damn, I'm getting out footsies. Oh, my days. And then it turned around as well. Oh, my God. I feel like ignoring these guys. They take too many hits. Batman, get to the health. Okay. Now I can fight them, because I have extra health to fight up here, or to take up here. And that gives me some points as well for maybe an extra life that I lost earlier. There we go. Sweet. Yeah, put the screws on him, Batman. Yeah, I can't tell if my HP is filling up past 5 or not. I really cannot tell, honestly, at all. But yeah, Super Wife, she just designs, she's just making her own clothes at this point here. She's like, I really want this thing, and she's just starting to make it now. Also, Rambro, hello, how's it going? Good to see you, fam. Hopefully you're having a good Saturday as well. Actually, I wonder if I'm actually, like, filling it not past 5, but I'm filling it up. It gives it a set number as here is how it will fill your max HP. And then it's just like, oh, well, we set it to 10. And it's like, oh, well, if you keep collecting 10 at a time, eventually you're going to you're going to bring it back down to its original max number or something like that, maybe. So, yeah. Doing her is enjoyable for the both of you, ideally. But there's like 5 of her and like 1 of Batman. I don't think Batman's capable of a lot of things, but I don't think that's one of them. He cannot take 5 of them in a fight. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to hold to the right. Just like seeing like there's a boss that shows up or something like that. I'm like, I'm gonna save those on the ground so that I can have it for the actual boss battle itself. Yeah, guess Batman gets. Luffy is worth it. Absolutely, I agree that Luffy was absolutely 100% worth it. Oh, boss rush time. I don't remember how to fight you. Just zoning, spacing. Okay. Good angle on that. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Take that. Take that, Grant Dynasty. Somehow pull the script and found a place in every instance of monster. I fully believe that's what they did. So like monster in my house, I'll replace that with Batman and or Flash, whatever character you decide to pick. Which I don't know if the characters have different capabilities or not, but oh shit, right. And then once he does that, I need to jump out of the way, and then he throws some magic, and then I just gotta play this patiently. Ah, try to get hit on the other side. Ugh. Alright, just gotta play this one patiently. Alright. Alright, there we go. Got Urban Yeti out of the way. Yeah, our Flydra. Batman vs. Godzilla would go super hard, though. I would watch that movie 4 times over, and I barely know much about Godzilla. Batman could totally take Ghidorah. Can he, though? Ow. Actually, he probably could. Do a pretty good job, honestly. Alright. This fucker who I didn't learn how to fight at all. This is what I did last time. This is what I'm gonna do this time. Oh, shit. I don't have nearly as much health for some reason. Oh, and his arm still came up anyway. Didn't really matter. I'm not sure how to fight this guy without taking damage. So I think the answer for me is just don't care. I have 6 lives, apparently, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that and not actually be fine. Ow. Yeah, just okay, good. I was like, I don't want to take extra damage there. Civilian duel settings. Dagger and Rapier plus Coping Cape is a popular Spanish style where you use the cape to obscure your movements, whether it be moving your or weapon behind it or swinging the cough towards your opponent. They also say you can block strikes with it if you wrap your armor through 3 times, but that's not recommended. Yeah. I'm gonna block it. It turns out I was wrong. That'd be a thick ass cape too. No, it's Blade Man. That's him. I know him. What up, Derponomus? How you doing? And Incident as well. How's it going? Hug. It looks like it reads Atma. Ooh. No, that's Ratman. That's Ratman. Okay, jump over this. Oh, he actually turns the wrong way if I do that. That's actually good to know. But I want to stay this way here just in case. Ow! But I need to jump that next time. Ratma. What happened? Don't let Batman touch cold water, otherwise he turns into the Flash. And he moves upward. Then he comes. Oh. There we go. Coming forward too. There we go. I was a little bit close to that. That's a Scooby-Doo monster. Oh, I keep forgetting I need to jump on that one. That's the only one he goes forward on, so I need to jump over it first and foremost. Alright, either way, got rid of that guy. Hopefully there's some health over this way here. But he does have those Blade Man. Actually, he does actually have Blade Man angles now that I'm thinking about back to Mega Man 4 or 5, whatever one he was in. Like, that's actually accurate. That's actually legitimately accurate. Oh, no. I don't have the screw this time, though. Oh, yeah. I'm like, I don't know if I can duck that.
I did it, Father!
Okay, not there. Just gotta place one super patiently now. But, I mean, I'll take a swing every now and then. Okay, there we go. Ugh. Okay, just don't worry. Play the long game. Okay, down here. Ah! Okay, jumping up does not really do me any good. Okay. Ah! Should just waited and crouched and just gone forward. I just reacted too soon. Oh, God. Still couldn't get past them. Okay. Blade Man was 10? Oh, damn. Turns out playing all the games back-to-back makes it so that I can't remember who did what in what game. Yay. Extra hit. Okay, I got a hit in there. I'm actually a little bit impressed I was able to angle that so nicely. Okay. You know what? Just gotta guess it here. Damn. The fight of the night. Oh my gosh! It all came back. It came full circle. Oh shit! Speaking of full circle, oh, there we go. All right. There we go. Teabagger. There we go. You thought you saw a pattern? Nah. I think she just really favors the left every now and then. And it's like, yeah, let me just go over that way. It's fine. Oh shit! I forgot your name actually. Who are you again? Ow! He's like, don't forget my name! Come on, man! Okay. Jump a little bit later. Warlock, thank you. I'm like, I forgot his name. I had forgotten about Warlock. Oh, man. Okay. Damage on... Or not the damage. The ability to dodge that is difficult. Nope, you can't run on ground. You just have to jump over, I think. Just time the jump better. Okay. There we go. Okay, just jump. Yeah, it's him. It's what's his name? I've already forgotten who he is. Ah, it arced down weird. I thought I actually dodged it. I refuse to remember the name of the person who interrupted my television time with my good friend, The Flash. Yeah, stab, zap him. Charge Bringham's. Magico the Lightingnificent. I jumped way too soon and got way too greedy as a result of that. Ow. Okay, I was trying. Yeah, File and Wonder Man. That's definitely him. Ah, shit. Seems like if I get close enough, I can get the zap downward, but I wonder if I can dodge at the same time so I can get multiple hits. Like, something like that-ish. Magica Dispel. Oh, shit. He's losing it. That's the bat dance. Also, Meat Shield, how you doing? Thank you for the 5-stream streak. Greatly appreciate that. Thank you for hanging out. You defeated your arch rival, the Sinister Warlock. Peaceful days will now return to Batman and bad people. Thank goodness. Ha ha ha! I have returned! Warlock. You thought you defeated me? I'm much stronger than you expected. Now I will destroy you! What? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, this is extraordinarily Konami. If I didn't know before, now I know. And this is fucking cool. Holy shit, that is so cool. Warlock was in the television the entire time. He never left. He just never left the television. Smart man. Simply just not leave the television. Yeah, it's like, I think this is the phase. Like, every 3, the enemies spawn out here. Or every amount, I guess. Yeah, quick, change the channel! What up, that demo? How's it going? Good to see ya. And professional DM as well. Flash watching TV, patiently waiting for the next frame. He can count frames. He can literally count the frames. That's terrifying, actually. I don't like that. I sure hope that was the final battle. Also, my point. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? What? I have no idea what monster in my pocket is. This is Batman and Flash. Mine is Flash. I don't know where Flash went. Yeah, people on that. I'm taking the battle to them. Let's see who's laughing last. Oh gosh. His streamer suddenly swings at you through the screen. Honestly, there's some stream spaces that do need that sort of action though. The real sickos on there who's like, I'm gonna go in and say some terrible comments about this person and or hypersexualize them. The anonymity of the internet has done me very well. And then they just reach to the screen, just sock him in the face like, wait, no! The end. All right, well, that was a good show. Goodbye, Batman. Escape from ML? I know, right? Fucked up. Back to watch the Saturday morning cartoons, which is probably just going to be himself, actually, on the television. Missed the beginning of the screen. Why is Batman tiny? Hopefully that answered your question, Samurai Hitman. Maybe that answered your question of what this was a clone of the entire time. What they bootlegged the entire time. So yeah, I've never played Monster in my Pocket. I've never really interacted with the media. It was around me for a little bit when I was younger. I do remember that. But I didn't interact with it, like, at all. It was popular. It was really popular. Me of the internet is going to throw my head, but there's some potential here. Well, don't give me credit for it. You can go and make it your own big thing once you say it to other people. All right, it doesn't seem like I can skip out of the screen. It's just very vend at this moment here. So let me reset real quickly here, just to see, out of curiosity, if playing the Flash is any different than playing Batman. All right, so Flash, Batman. One player. If I was just busy going too far, yeah, he just simply ran away from the problem. It's like, I don't want to deal with this whole thing. Like, why would I do that? Why would the hell I do that? Can I skip things? Yeah, okay. Batman's still in my house though. The Flash is here. It's like, Batman's in my house. Oh shit, he actually does have a slightly different moveset. Do you have double jump as well? Yeah. You just have a different animation. What's my name? It's Batman and Flash. Also, Rat Peoples is also here too. He is a reverse-facing, Batman-looking green guy, red in-game. Yeah, he's looking a little demonic, a little odd there, but he's throwing punches. Dude is throwing hands. He's really getting into it, into the swing of things. There we go. Now I'm back. What if I take this to the boss? Hold on, Fleaman. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Fine. Oh, shit. Shit! My key! No, it's not Batman's portrait. It's been flipped horizontally. It's a completely new portrait now. It's completely different. I don't know what you're talking about. It's unique. It's what Bat people drawn. Yeah. I can't believe the inconsistency of this game, showing all of its vulnerabilities. Oh, well, bye. Can I punch the edge of the screen? Will you just gonna spawn back in? No? Okay. I really need to space out my jumps if I want to get a little bit higher. But that's amazing. My boy Rat Peoples. He's here to make things right. Rat Peoples also gets to do this as well. It's weird that you only do this for like one section of the game and like never again. You would think like, oh, look at this cool section that we made where you're invincible while running down. It's like, yeah, that's pretty cool. You want to do that again? No. Absolutely not. Yeah, I don't think there's any other difference as far as I can tell otherwise. I don't think there's any moves I wasn't using before. Yeah, he's significantly more Daredevil-ish. But maybe Daredevil wasn't popular enough to get his own media empire yet. Or enough to at least be copied from other people. Oh, I almost ran into that knife there. Let me just make your job easier for you by running into the knife. Ah! I've been cornered by Grant Dynasty. So he would have shown up in the same game. You know what, Hacks? You're 100% correct. Spitting some actual factuals out there. What up, Hacks? How you doing? It's just Red Batman. That's him. That's Red Batman. Since it didn't take long, I might as well just play this with Rat Peoples. I don't know how I didn't take a hit there, nor did I hit anything on the way in as well. That's actually kind of impressive that I fucked it up that badly. Guess fine. I just need this, and we're good to go from there. But yeah, the rest of Rat Peoples and Bat Peoples finally together at last. There's been enough hate in this world, and it's finally time to put our hatred aside and stop what's his name from the television from taking over the world. Actually, why is he doing this? Hold on a second. Now I'm actually thinking about it. Like, why did he say why he was doing this? Did he have a plan? Does he just hate us personally? I want this key. Ratman and Rat Peoples. Yeah. Ratman and Rat Peoples is the funniest thing. And I mean, they look a little rat-like as well for a bonus feature. Ah! No, you can't just use your access from other games, Konami. You're gonna get in trouble with Ratman and Rat Peoples. Oh, I should have thrown that way. Shit. I realized my mistake very, very quickly after I did that. So I guess people who have played Monster in My Pocket, does this otherwise really just seem like it's just the original game? Like no real changes otherwise? It's the stages. It seems quite correct and everything like that. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Okay, I'm curious, like, how much difference is there in the game besides, the renaming and reskinning? I imagine not a lot because, why would you put in more effort than you need to be in that regard? It's like, let me make sure I got the full game experience as well. I appreciate that a lot, though. That rules super hard to me. Okay, I forgot he turns around. And he's going until he's facing me. Ow. Okay, he ran really fast that time. I don't know why. Anyways, he's dead. I mean, it seems like a prominent little game, honestly, but it's kind of interesting for a Konami-era game to feel so breezy? I think is the word I'm looking for. In terms of, like, actual, like, difficulty, execution, stuff like that. It's like, no, this is a pretty, just kind of, hey, relax, have fun game. It's not long at all. It's pretty well-sized. in more ways than one. This is not a joke about the game being mini, but now it is. Yeah, it's surprisingly just super breezy. And I mean, I don't know what the actual age group for Monsters in My Pocket exactly was, but I didn't think it was. I thought it was a little bit older. I thought it was like 7 to 10 range, if I had to take a guess. So it feels like, at least, you know, they weren't trying to hit like the lowest common denominator or anything like that. They were really trying to actually like, or they actually should have hit a little bit higher in terms of that. But like right now, 9 and 10, okay, yeah. Actually, if I wonder if I kept the screen up forward like that, would I have been actually okay for these sections here? Okay. Okay, just get past these guys here. Actually, I think I just realized for this section here, it's just a lot easier just to ignore the problem and just walk away. Just walk the fuck out. Walk away. Oh. I mean, as far as I can tell, it plays fine all the same, so I'm not too concerned about that. Oh my god. Yeah, I was like, that's gonna... If I screw that up, I'm definitely dead there, aren't I? Oh, whew. No! You also can't jump and swing super quickly. Uh-oh. Okay. Ah, bummer. Well, lost 2 more lives there. Outrun his problem. Yeah. It's what the Flash knows. You just have to work with what you know. Okay, and also out of curiosity, so, okay, it's Monsters in My Pocket. I don't know who the quote-unquote main characters of Monsters in My Pocket are, per se. Are they, like, actual some sort of, like, popular Hollywood monsters? Like, is this, like, supposed to be, like, Wolfman and, like, Frankenstein or something like that? Or are they supposed to be, like, their own OC Do Not Steal? Yeah. Actually, yeah? Or, like, just in that wheelhouse, yeah. Well, I can at least get my lives back now, since I lost a few lives. I don't know if I can get my lives back from from points if I lost my lives. Ugh. God, these guys are gonna be a pain in the ass. Ugh. Here's where Dracula and Frank. Oh, I missed that earlier. My bad. My B. But yeah. But public domain monsters, which makes sense. You know, it's like, it's already popularized. You kind of know what they are. They've been popular for quite a few years. It's only just gonna remain popular from here, so fuck it, let's keep using them. But yeah, Dracula and Frankenstein. Feels like it makes pretty cromulent sense here. Oh my gosh, okay. Now that I actually know how to kind of handle this. Okay, get rid of this guy here as well. Ah! Okay. I was gonna try to jump over it, but, there we go. Like that. That's a great example of what I was trying to go for earlier. Yarg! Well, down to 6 lives. I might not win. It might be over for, Rat Peoples. All of Rat Peoples might have to give up here. Actually, is there anything down there? No. Okay, I don't think so. Alright, jump over you. Jump over you. Ah! Like, sometimes they, like, eat your double jump, it feels like, a little bit fast while I'm trying to, like, jump over things. It's like, no, hold on. Don't do that. Well, with the holidays around the corner, for folks who do celebrate, or at least have some time off, what are y'all getting up to? Okay, good. I mean, I should probably be killing these enemies for some points, but I sure as hell am not doing that. But since I have so much free time between my wife going to work on both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, it's like, well, I'm going to be streaming pretty much both of those days for a significant portion of those days. So I will be around. So Dogcast on Christmas Eve. Hyper Pitch Princess on Christmas Day for Stream Commission number 7, I believe, if I have my numbers right. And then Thursday, I still think I will probably be doing a normal stream, but I'll see. I'll see. Maybe 2 days in a row as a streaming might be like, I'm just gonna take the Thursday off for myself. All right, let me actually grab those because I forgot they don't actually come back anyway. Was it in position? Okay, we're good. We're good. We're fine. Yeah, it's exactly up Konami's alley, like so much so. It is exactly Konami's alley. Oh, the pattern's different. Okay, but that still goes forward. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then we're gonna get it from behind. Or, you know, I missed my double jump there. It's like, wait, way too long there. As much as she'd be ashamed. Unfortunately, she works in medical. Medical does not stop for Christmas. Does not stop for holidays in general. So, since we don't do anything normally really that big for Christmas anyway, it's just kind of one of those things that's like, ow, okay, I just have to let go of that one, I feel like. That's just really hard to punish. So it's like, yeah, unfortunately, it's less boss problem and more the generalized need for medical care as a whole. I also get that money though, yeah, but hope you all have a good holiday. Yeah, I'll be off. I will actually be off and just streaming all day. Just goofing and gaffing all day for streaming, so I'm just... I mean, it's not like it's a bad way to spend the day or anything like that. It's just like, I have literally nowhere to go. Everything's going to be closed. I don't want to be anywhere anyway with people who are doing last-second shopping, unless I need to do last-second shopping for some reason. Ideally, I shouldn't. Should be able to buy everything I need tomorrow. And, you know, thankfully, not eating meat generally makes it a lot easier to do shopping, because it's like, cool. Anything that we possibly want will be available and in stock and easy to get, and we won't have to be fighting over actual, like, really nice in meat products or anything like that. So I'm like, cool. That makes life so much easier in that regard. But you're working Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week. Rip. But you at least get the Thursday off. At least that's something there. And when they want you to work Friday, you're like, no. What if I said no thank you? I have places to be, like at home, relaxing, getting my quails in the square. Let me see if I can get that. Oh, never mind. That's not a platform. Never mind. That's not a platform at all. Goodbye. Goodbye, cool screw that I actually want for this boss, but whatever. Right, this section here, I just need to... Oh, I see how those enemies work now. I see how they work. There we go. All right. I can get them all gathered up and fight all of them at once in that case. Oh, man, I had the screw from last time, too. Oh, wait, no, there was a screw here. There we go. Oh, okay. Damn, all right, well. Well, I mean, good spirits to all of you who are working any amount this week. Hopefully it's very, very low-key, depending on whatever you do. But especially, I really hope it's low-key for whatever reason if you're in a retail or food space, that said. Actually, let me go back here, play some safe. So it's gonna be free and reach out to one dude. So yeah, you've been actually organizing a lot of stuff in terms of hey, if you want to hang out, you know, I'm available. I'm not doing nothing. And as much as I can accept those, I will be doing that. I will be doing the same. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have some free time. Work's gonna be a little bit slow, so it might be really nice to be able to do more stuff while I still can. But also at the same time, it's like, God, I have so much I need to do. I need to prep so many things because this Saturday will be the speed run event, speeding through the holidays. Games Done Quick, speeding through the holidays. So I'll be doing my run on Saturday evening at like 10 p.m. Eastern. So it's like, yeah, I gotta do a little bit of not last minute preparation, but I have to practice a marathon safety strats and preparation for that and just get as many runs through as I can in general. So need to be ready for that. No, I was wrong. Yeah. No, I didn't want double jump. Fuck. No, nothing there. Okay. Nice. Oh, I can't reach from there, though, but that's my best damage I can do safely. Damn. All right, come from the other side there. Oh, she like, never appears there. She, like, never appears there at all. One day in the office, and then you're free. Oh, God, I stepped too close to the witch-shaped sun. Oh, God. Okay. Actually got the hit there and actually jumped away from it. I'm pretty impressed with myself. Okay, there's my left. There we go. Been working Thursday through Sunday. But yeah, get that time and a half. Yeah, if you're getting your time and a half... Ow. Yeah, if you're getting that time and a half, though, that's also really, really nice, too. Like, if you are going to have to work the holiday, I hope that you're also able to get that money at an accelerated value. You definitely deserve that. Also, J-Dub, how's it going? Good to see you as well. Yeah, it would not be low-key. I was hopeful. But I'm also understanding as someone who has worked retail around those times, that's like, no, it doesn't get better. It just gets worse. People become significantly more entitled during these times here. Oh, I can't jump over that guy. Never mind. Never mind. I can't jump over those dinosaurs. They're a dinosaur in my ass. Hold on. I'm going to just go now. I'm just gonna go now. I have 5k points, so I'm not getting any points here in a bit. And they die in one hit. Dang, I'll miss it. Oh, that's a shame. Don't worry. If you really want to watch it, you can just... They will probably upload it fairly quickly after the event is done, or after the day of the event is done, because I'll be one of the last runs for that Saturday. And then you can just watch it. It's only going to be like 10 minutes, though. So if you happen to be awake... for any odd reason, and you're just like, I have 10 minutes to kill, 10, 15 minutes to kill, then it will be done very quickly. Because Earnest Evidence is not a long game. Ow! My bones! So, what's it about speedruns being part of something? This Saturday, GDQ will be hosting its Speeding Through the Holidays event. I'm in that this Saturday. Starting, I should say, this week, Friday or Saturday? I can't remember when it actually starts, but nonetheless, I will be doing a run for that on this Saturday. Which I need to put it into the calendar, or the scheduler, but I haven't done that yet. But, yeah, I'll be running Ernest Evans for the Genesis, and that's like a 10-minute run at, like, very worst. Assuming, I mean, at very worst, like, either you die before then, or you're good to go. But I've been grinding it out a lot as a result of that, so I currently have the second place time, which is cool. It's going to be a long time before I have the time to grind for first if I decide to. I want to, but I need to practice for marathon strats right now, so it's going to be a hot minute. Hosting the DC Pit Crew watches plus one actual Pit Crew person New Year's party this year. Oh shit, that rules! Our name is getting more complicated. No, that fucking rules. Oh my gosh. That's a good way of doing New Year's. We have a little bit of a New Year's gathering with some friends down here as well, so I will at least have something to do for New Year's, which is fine anyway, because I need to take my wife to the airport on New Year's Day in some way, shape, or form. And so a friend over in Raleigh said that, you know, they can house us for a night and we can come over to their New Year's party at the same time. It's like, well, that solves two problems in one go. Because I would love to hang out. It's just, you know, and she needs to go to the Raleigh airport anyway. So that makes it perfect to actually do two things in one go. All right, I'm going to jump here. Now we're in a good position instead of putting you near the wall. Because if I put you near the wall, then you actually can throw your knife at me in a weird, weird way. Doing for the next 2 weeks, and is needed. I wish I was not doing anything for the next 2 weeks. It is needed with how much stuff I've been doing this December. But once MagFest is over, then that clears up so much of my mental stack, and I'll be good to go. That's why when I worked towards this, I was the first to jump on night shift, because I feel like dealing with people. Right. I was very much the same way, Dubs. Like, as little as I can to deal with people, I will be happy to do that. But, because I know we've lamented over both of us working Toys R Us at one point of our lives. Making us quickly realize that it's like, we don't hate people necessarily, but like, damn, when they are in a... When the average person gets into a point of entitlement, they are the worst to deal with at that point. All right. Urban Yeti down. Yeah, because there was a lot of restocking that needed to be done because, you know, the store would get absolutely devastated during the daytimes. So, Toys R Us would have very few night shifts in my case. They would just usually say do the morning stuff, but they would just have people come in overnight and just say, hey, look, just restock the store for the morning people because the morning people are going to be slammed from opening until closing. They cannot restock stuff throughout the day. At least not well. All right, I'm going to follow the same roll for this boss here and just... Yeah, I'm just gonna punch back as much as people here. That's your third GDQ gig? In terms of playing or just doing anything GDQ based? I was hoping I killed in one, damn. Without losing a life, but whatever, it's not that big of a deal. There we go. But yeah, big ass store, need it filling. Yep, and it's just like, you can't do it in the daytime, it's just not gonna happen. I used to work at Toys R Us back in the Stone Age. No, I don't think you did, Alzaraf. Thinking about it now, I don't think you did. Are you the third person in the damn? We used to work Toys R Us. God damn, Toys R Us. Oh God, did you work in the big ass Toys R Us in actual New York City? That huge ass one? Please say yes. Oh gosh. As a dishwasher back in the day, I always took holiday shifts. Because it's time to have it. Oh, people appreciate when people are around during those times. Yeah, and that's just really sweet as well. Okay. No, you don't go up there. You were going up previously. Weird. Ow. Stood too close to the sun. New Year's Day. Yeah. Alright, everyone else will be hungover. And then you're going to come back and you're going to tell me like, yep, that's the best fencing I've ever done. Turns out by being mentally prepared to be hungover, I drank some extra liquid last night and this morning. Let's go. Sorry, I'm half like locked in this game here. But yeah, solidarity, absolutely. Yeah, and inventory work as well, exactly. Also, they meant there was a lot of extra food you could just take home. Right, yes, exactly, from the kitchen. That rules. Oh, you had to work the floor. Ugh. I mean, I had to work for a lot too, but... I sure just wanted to instead just work in the back as much as I possibly feasibly could. Not that I didn't mind helping people because most people were still very nice to deal with, but it only takes a very few amount of really, really bad people to be like, never mind, this fucking sucks, actually. Oh, you worked at the yep, you worked at the TRU at Times Square. It's like that actually fucking original large one that like I didn't know existed until I watched I think it was a Defunct Land video until recently. And I was like, oh my god, that place is huge. I mean, that looks cool, but at Sony World Toys R Us, hell no. Hell no. Also, what up, Toxic Avenger? How you doing? You're looking at Flash and Batman. Or Batman and Flash, depending on if you're nasty or not. It's totally not a ripoff from a game with, you know, monsters within a pocketed space. Not at all. Not at all. How you doing, though? Happy Sunday to you. Hopefully you're having a good one. Yep, the one with the giant Ferris wheel. Jeez. So you must have, you have to have some good-ass stories on that one. Like, you had to see some weird shit that happened during those times. Oh, my punch didn't come out. Thanks for time again. So look like I strolled in the park. It both is and probably isn't at the same time. Ow. That was the big thing. Where are you going? Uh-oh. Okay, good. Because GameStop is its own beast of problems that go just outside of the customer space. I meant to jump, but I sure didn't get that out. Okay, there we go. There's a magnetic pool. Yeah. You too? You also worked at Toys R Us, Slacker? Are we in the fuck Toys R Us zone that we didn't know existed until just now? Collectively coming together and just finally say, yeah, you know what? Toys R Us was a pain in the ass and I had to work there. Oh, jumped too soon. That's fine. It's not fine, but whatever. So I had a beer before and it was the best fencing I did. Some people do play better in fighting games with a little bit of like liquid courage in them. Some people play high really well. I'm of the certain games I can play better while drinking. Mostly Super Turbo. because I don't overthink every interaction in a game that doesn't I mean, it rewards precision, but it punishes it really hard if you get anything slightly wrong. So sometimes the answer is just like, you don't need to be hyper precise. Sometimes you can just be, you expect other person's sloppiness to let you jump to victory. So you're not overthinking it. And you're saying, I'm just leaning on the muscle memory. I think I position myself now. If I just jump up. Hold on, I just got an idea. Jump up here. Double jump delay. Ah, I still ran into it, though. But I still got 3 hits, though. Okay, official Twitch game. Yeah, Flash Batman, which is completely unrelated. Just happens to have the same enemy stages. But a completely different story. A completely different story. You're gonna see the ending here shortly. And you're like, oh, yeah, I was very wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my assumptions about this very unique game. Oh, shit. I jumped a little early. My boss were chill as fuck. I feel like you have to, though, right? You kind of have to be chill if you're gonna run a store that large and big. Okay, cool. He did that shorthand one. How long did you end up working there, out of curiosity? Now I'm curious as well. But doing right, Ian, good sandwich. Oh fuck yeah, love a good sandwich on a day that ends in Y. Yeah, there we go. Take that. Ham and American on honey wheat with Japanese barbecue sauce. Oh yes, the I've had that before. We got it one time when we were making some food while we were out traveling, and we need to make some vegetarian food because the entire wedding party forgot that we were vegetarian. They shouldn't have, but whatever. So we had to buy some of that, and I had it, and I'm like, I actually don't like it. And I gave it to my nephew, and he fucking loved it. And I'm like, good, it's yours now. Yeah, you defeat your arch rival, the Sinister Warlock. Peaceful days will now return to Batman and Bat-Peopled. Bat-Peopled. It's done. We're done. Right? Bat-Peopled are safe. If you are Bat-Peopled, congratulations. You are safe now. Oh no, he's back! How could it be done? How could this be? I have returned. Warlock. You thought you defeated me. I'm much stronger than you expected. Now I will destroy you. What? What? Retreated 2 vehicles also made things more bearable. That's also fair. I did not have friends in my Toys R Us. I shouldn't say not friends, but not people I really got along with. There was only one other NerdCon person in there, and well, there was 2. There was 2 in all fairness. There was actually 2. And you know, the guy was really cute. The guy was kind of deplorable. So they, of course, started dating, and then when they broke up because the guy was deplorable, it became a whole mess of stuff in the store between those two. And it's like, well, cool, I can't talk to either of them now because it makes things awkward. Yo, Anton, how's it going? Good to see you, fam. Hopefully you're excited for MagFest. But yeah, the walk animation as well is really, really good, considering it looked exactly and perfectly like Batman. Without the cape, though. Ow, my bones. But, happy Sunday to you. How are things going? Darts is a performance-enhancing drug. Exactly. Oh my god, get me out of here. But it's one of Melinda sauce. Oh, it's a Melinda. Is it a Melinda sauce? Or the one that I got, a Melinda sauce? Melinda's usually pretty good, so I'm like, maybe that's not the same one. I like a lot of their other stuff. Every bat furry is safe. The rest of you are still in trouble, though. Yeah, if you're not a rat or bat people, you're fucked. Anyways, don't look at the... Hold on. No. I have no idea what you're talking about. This is Batman... Flash and Batman staff roll. See? There you go. This game is very, very entertaining. It's Dick Warlock. I unfortunately know him. I unfortunately know that guy. The channel has been changed. Don't worry. Now we get to see words on screen. What's it called? Words on stream, I think is what it's called. That little mini game that people put on their stream channel, and then I watch other people get words, and I go, shit. I need to know more words. Yeah, I hope Bat People is okay. Me too, Max. Me too. If I were fighting the me, I can replace that face with a lot of different other people, and I'm like, yeah, let's go. I'm motivated now. You didn't work at Toys R Us, but the grocery stores you work. Yeah, no. As a person who's worked at Toys R Us, I still fear working in a grocery store around Christmas. I fear that. I've seen a lot of shit between GameStop and Toys R Us and Target, and I still want to have nothing to do with a grocery store around Christmas time. Hell no. The Whole Foods as well. Yes, I am actually going to MagFest as well. I will be doing a speed run over there and running a panel over there. So I'm hella busy getting set up for both of those. But I will be around. And I know your concert's like directly after Arcade Pit. So I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, that's going to be a good night. And then I'm going to watch it. And I'm like, I'm going to bed immediately because I have to be up early next morning. We'd be speed running the panel, though. Not gonna lie, I might be. I might legitimately be. I have so many slides because there's so many things I want to talk about. I really need to go through and decide which slides I don't want to include, but it's so hard because I've already done 2 levels of that, and I still have, it still is like, let me check real quickly here. I can probably find it really quickly. That's not the right one. That's not the correct one. Let me go over here. That's my old one, but I need my newer one. Let's see. How many slides does it currently have? 67. Wait, 69 slides. While it's funny, I need to cut it down. I need to take away some of the games to... Some of them will be really short, some of them will be really quickly, but some of them have longer jokes, setups, video explanations, and if possible, I would like to have people play some of the games as well from the food brands, but... I have to be smart about my time and go short, significantly shorter as a good presenter. I've done these plenty of times. I know how presentations go. And this is just one of those things that's like, I cannot show everything, even though I want to show everything. So I got to cut it down. But once I get it down to like probably like 45 slides, I think will be ideal. And then that should let me speed through a little bit. And if I need extra, then I'll just dump it to the extra section if I have time. So it'll be good. Yeah, thank you for the nice. For my segments, yeah, appreciate it. It'll be like 9 a.m. on Saturday for the speed run, and it'll be like 2 p.m. on Sunday for the panel, food, brands, and video games, and exploring the Intercontinental Gaming Buffet for anyone else who's also going to MagFest. So if you happen to be at MagFest later on Sunday, please roll by. I would love to have you. You gonna do run through before MagFest? Yeah. I've told a few local friends that like, yeah, I will let you know if I want to practice a run through of this just to make sure certain jokes land, how the media works when I do in a presentation. Do I need to delay this or that? How long is it going to take? So on and so forth. I'm just resetting the game for something to be on screen here. Since we beat the game with both characters now, we've 100%ed Flash and Batman. Take that, retro achievements. Wherever you may be. Yeah, the fear, that fear is justified. Yeah, I had a friend who used to work in the grocery store, and mind you, he is a guy who used to write for like his own blog, video game blog, but also like a little bit for like magazines, does translation work and localization work, and has done it for like decades now. He could not find the words to explain how bad it was working in a grocery store for him. He hated it so damn much. He could not find the words to explain how he hated it so damn much. I'm like, oh, that's bad in retrospect. Like at the time, like how could you not explain it? Like what do you mean you can't explain it? And now like years later, I'm like, oh, that was the explanation, that he couldn't explain it. It was that bad. Oh shit. I'm gonna put some music on because it's silent and I want to listen to something. There we go. I wasn't expecting to actually finish the game this fast. So that's why I'm like, oh, it's been 2 hours. I expected it to be like 3-4 hours of running into trouble and stuff like that. No, I beat the game twice. Oh, gosh. Let's see one way. Hell yeah. Me at the Sue spot, if that's still a thing. Oh, yes. It should still be. So we'll all be actually hanging out in the same area at some point, I'm sure. So I'll see you there minimum, but obviously we'll probably just, whatever, same groups, hang out, all that good stuff. But looking forward to catching up with you again, absolutely. But yeah, I will do a run before MAG. It will be offline because I'll be doing it in person, but if I can do a second one in an online space and get a little bit more feedback, I think that'll also be very good. Of course, I can't do the gestures that I want to do and like the pauses and walkthroughs I want to do as much, but I think having a little bit more feedback of someone saying, oh yeah, that's pretty good, or that didn't hit for me, will help me out a lot into perfecting it, because slightly perfectionist tendencies still linger in my body despite me not doing fighting games anymore. This one's making me hungry. Don't worry, I put plenty of pictures of the food where that a lot of the games or a lot of restaurants come from, so people actually know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about what they make in their game. I'm sure this will not affect anyone's physical state whatsoever looking at delicious food and restaurants for an entire hour. I'm sure that'll be fine. God, no, yeah, no, have a good one, Anton. I will see you later. Literally, I will see you later. And have a good holiday as well if you're celebrating anything. It's able to be broadcast or otherwise recorded. It should be recorded. As far as I hear, MagFest records every panel that they in every room, so it should be recorded. And if I go in there and they say this isn't recorded, I might ask, like, G-Up usually hangs out all day, so I just probably will ask G-Up to hook me up with, you know, just record the thing, and so that I can post it online somewhere, so that I have that. And then if people like it, hopefully enough this year, then I can do it next year with a better time slot, so on and so forth. I just gotta really, I'm gonna full sail it though. I'm gonna full fucking sail it. It's gonna be great. Yo, Mini Matt, yeah, fighting game poisoning you forever. It's funny, actually, Mini Matt. I was driving around this morning and my brain got into like yeah, I just don't have the ability to necessarily, what's the word I'm looking for? Not unenjoy, but like enjoy fighting games the same way I did. It just feels like it's too much trouble, and it's like I don't want to be competitive, but my brain still has the brainworm of being competitive and playing at a high level, and that's just like, and I was just like, yeah, and I kind of realized that you kind of have that too. Just like, yeah, you still play a little bit here and there. It's not exactly about being competitive anymore as much as you possibly can be, but I feel like we were in the same cradle because we've done it for so long that's why we lately in Variety Versus have been doing a lot of cooperative games. Because it's like, I just don't feel like being as competitive anymore. It's just not there anymore. So Variety Versus has been cooperative cohorts instead. Oh god, it's so funny. But also, Matt, how you doing? It's good to see you, fam. Yeah, I totally get that. I needed an FGC hiatus. Yeah, I just want to enjoy and play with people rather than against. Yeah, and I think just after so many years of doing that, I'm just like, my brain doesn't want to do it anymore, and that's okay. That's okay. I found plenty of other things I love doing anyway that I greatly enjoy, and that's superb. Actually, I have a year for this now, I just realized. I was looking at the beginning of the game, and I just realized it has a year on it. I don't know how correct it is, but they put the year on there. So, you know what? We're considering it 1992. Let's fucking go. Yeah, Incident, I know you've been around even longer than I have in the fighting game scene. And only recently have you had any sort of resurgence of things that probably really excited you in the fighting game scene, where you could actually play Virtua Fighter. So it's like, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense in that regard. So it's like, yeah, I feel ya. I spent a decade grinding. Let me play Contra. That's how I feel too. It's like I spent a decade grinding fighting games against another person's or persons. I wish to play Ernest Evans now. I wish to put my brain space elsewhere, and then occasionally play a fighting game every now and then. And if the urge hits, then having the capacity to say, cool, I'll play for like a week. If I still want to play more after that week, then I can continue to play more, but don't set myself to any lofty goals. Don't make the end result trying to go to a tournament or forcing myself to hang out in the spaces until my brain is ready to do it ever again. Yeah, you KO'd it for 20 plus years. I did my time. Yeah. It's having fun, but I still want to feel like I can hang out with people I play against. Right, exactly. And I mean, I think we had the same thing when we saw each other at Combo Breaker this past year, Incident. Where it's just like, yeah, we're kind of just here. We're helping out with the tournament because many other people are here to enjoy the event, and I want to push forward that enjoyment of the event. So it's like, well, it's one of those little things there that's like, I just want to make sure that the energy continues forward and people still get the opportunity to enjoy the actual fighting game scene. 8, 9, 10. Sorry, just doing something here really quickly. I don't feel like stopping quite yet. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller though. Ah, where'd it go? Not that much smaller. Slightly smaller. There we go. I meant to say finish the game fast. But also, big ups to InBeyond, by the way. Let me give you a quick shout out here. I had a great time with this, if you couldn't tell. Having something very, very breezy and enjoyable and very cool to look at from a perspective sense is like, it was way cool. InBeyond is currently on hiatus right now because they are currently stateside, actually, visiting their partners. So, definitely give them a follow for whenever they actually go back, and then you can watch their streams. One of our fearless leaders of our Critter Time group, our nice little stream team, and it's just gonna be great. It's gonna be great. This is gonna be a great year for Critter Time. I'm super excited for it. All right. I could turn off the game capture, I guess. You don't have to keep looking at this. I don't want to keep hearing it because I have the sound off for you all, but I'm still hearing it, so. Do I still have the golf thing open? I don't actually have that open, do I? No? Okay, I don't. Never mind. Well then, let me flip her back then. It's now her stream. It's now her stream. But yeah, I'm never gonna be back at the prime of the MVC2 or KOF 98. Actually, let me move her up a little bit more. There we go. Or Melee again. Yeah, and I still watch Melee to this day. Like, I'm not gonna stop watching Melee ever, but I think about their hands sometimes like, oh my god, no. But yeah, things helpful to look at our gaming lives as arrows. Exactly. And that era's over for me. And that's okay. And I don't want to feel the obligation to commentate as much anymore. I basically am saving it for like, okay, I'm going to an event and I want to make the event slightly cheaper by not having to pay for a ticket and getting a little bit of money back. And that'll be the bar tab for the weekend. Just the extra $30 to $50 that I'll receive. And that's all I want. I just want to hang out with friends and that's it. And it feels like it's at least easier to hang out and meet with my FGC friends, but it's also at the point where it's like, it's time for me to start visiting some other game events and doing other things. So I feel you on that, Gamer Herb. Yeah, less stressful video game Contra. Man, I'm sure you feel the same way I do, is that, yeah, there's hard games out there and there's difficult games out there for sure. And I just don't feel stressed from them the same way I felt from any fighting game I've ever played. I just do not get nearly as stressed. I think the closest I've had since then is when I was doing the road trip / racing games. Where it's like, it's just scratching something in my head that's like, I have to be perfect. And this is hard for me. So I really want to sit down and be perfect, but I'm not at that skill set. So now I'm frustrated and disappointed in myself, and I'm spiraling. And it wasn't a great time mentally anyway. So I'm like, I need to not do this to myself. I need to step back. I didn't expect that to happen, and so that's why that was cut short. But in most other cases, like, oh, this game's so frustrating, and I was like, oh, whatever, it's fine. It's okay. So I'm like all ready for there. We pull away from FG. Something comes back, pulls me back in. Thanks, Avatar. But the thing is, you're so excited every single time. And I don't feel like you are aiming for tournaments as much, though, is the thing. You're not aiming for an end result of, I still have to be a great player or stuff like that. You already have established that you're a great player across multiple games. And sometimes that, I feel like outside looking in, you could correct me if I'm wrong here, Alzarab, is that you acknowledge you have the history, you've had the skill set, you've played over multiple games, and you've played at a high enough level that everyone in every single scene that you've been a part of looks at you and says, no, you cannot sleep on this person. And while that may not always result in like medals per se, it does result in you in being amongst one of the best fighting game players out there, period. Because you have that skill set. Nerd Josh is very similar. I would say Vicky Viper is very similar, but no, she's very, very good. She's on a different level, but she's the same aspect of like, anyone in any of those scenes will say, hear the name Vicky Viper and just like, oh, no. She will do very well. Wait, she's in like 8 games. Yeah. And she's probably going to place top 4 in 8 games. But other folks like you and Nerd Josh are very similar in that regard. Like you could place top 8 in like multiple games and still have a great time with the rest of the event. We're gonna buy you Night Ren. I will not play it. I will not play it. You better put that money towards the commission to get me to play any sort of Dark Souls, Elden Ring style game instead. Yeah, BFF wants to play Tekken or Project Justice or Bloody Roar on a Friday and 3 hours. I'm in. Exactly. Whenever Juker wants to say, hey, let's just go play some fighting games for a night on stream, I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. And I have a good time with that. Minimat ever messages me and says, hey, I feel like playing some XR. I will play XR with Minimat like 100% happily. Ty, same thing. He says, I want to play some XR. Great. I want to play some Plus R. Great. I want to play some Street Fighter 6 or Super Turbo. Great. I'll play all of them. It's just, you know, I definitely find I have a certain I have a very, very quick burnout point where my brain's just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do literally anything else. And it sucks that it's happening in some cases. But it is what it is. But yeah, yes to what all you just said. Yes. Speaking of game poisoned. Speaking of being poisoned. Whereas I go one, the bike pass was taped off with fire department tape because the power cable snapped and landed on the path of my head. And first I was like, I can't block that. That's an overhead cable. I can't block that. That's what the helmet's for, though. I thought that's what the helmet was for. Oh, gosh. This year will be my last go around, but I've said this many times before. You're just, as long as there are people to hang out with, you're just going to keep doing your thing. And then otherwise, it's an at-home activity that you can return to and enjoy and switch it up so often because fighting games as a whole, and this, I don't think this is a controversial thing, but I'm sure someone will at least disagree. Fighting games as a whole right now are significantly better than they've ever been in terms of just sheer quality, understanding, and execution of the games. And there's a lot of people who've now grown up with it and been in a competitive scene and knows exactly what they like in fighting games and pulling that out and putting it into an actual game now with the indie scene and whatnot. And fighting games also have, to a degree, can be a bit cheaper to make in certain ways, shapes, or forms, at least from my outside looking in. Because you don't have to make a grandiose game around like an entire world. You just make set pieces, locations, and you don't have to vary that up nearly as much. So the time, money cost lowers a little bit. Not to say it's cheap. Not to say it's cheap at all. Let me be clear. It's not easy. It's not cheap. It's not anything like that. It's just the difficulties come from less creativeness, building, and more tweaking what's there to make the feeling of a game that you want specifically. And I mostly gesture at Box Fight for that one, because that was a hitbox-based fighting game. And that can be a fighting game. That's exactly what can be a fighting game. So it's like, I think just better than ever, fighting games right now are in an extraordinarily good state. You want to play a fighting game, or you want to play a game of a certain flavor, it exists in some way, shape, or form. But God, there's sure a lot of fighting games out there at the same time. God, I don't know how you keep a Bowser rap. Yeah, it's 50-50. Block high or low, decide. Time to decide. Me drawing is mirrored, I just noticed. Yeah, it was mirrored while I was down there, because I want to make sure we should look at the game. Because, you know, there's nothing down here right now. She can go all over the place. She can hang out. She can just be everywhere. She can be over here. She survived Castlevania. All she got just lost a t-shirt. She can be here. She can be here. You know, she can be here. Oh, hold on. I'm blocking the L. But yeah, it's really good. Shout out to Super Retro Heart for drawing this on random short notice. I'm brewing an event for Easter. Ooh. Ooh, well, I mean, I'm sure I'll hear about it because I'm sure it's a team event and I will be down for it. But yes, yes. Yes, it's time for my Castlevania. But yeah, very much looking forward to that and beyond. Looking forward to all sorts of future events. It's gonna be great. Yeah, literally no stakes to any non-competitive game compared to FGC stuff. Yeah, exactly. There's no money on the line. There's no feeling like time was wasted on something if I don't perform well. There's no comparing myself to the last time I played a game generally. It's just I'm going to do my best for myself with my own capabilities. And it's a lot easier for me to acknowledge what the path to become good at something looks like in the long run. Because I've already done it. I've already done that before. And so as a result of that, for like example, like we were talking about the Bazaar just a little bit last night, and I was like, yeah, is there any like just out of the gate meta things that I just need to be a little bit aware of when I'm starting the Bazaar, just so that I can skip over that or at least keep it in mind while I'm building into the game. And it's like just that little hop into it is like cool. I guess me running and I can hit the ground running a little bit faster. But I absolutely 100% acknowledge, and you said the same thing kind of back to me. It's just like, yeah, it's just going to be playing the game and just learning what you're seeing and understanding it over time. It's just going to be a time-based thing that you have to put the time into. It's like, all right, that's exactly kind of what I expected. Otherwise, and you didn't flesh that out anymore. You're like, you just got to spend time on it. Like, yeah, okay, I know. We know exactly what that means in the long run. We know exactly what that is in the long run. When you fucking say, no, just put your time in. Like, okay, yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. So it's just so much easier to disconnect from that frustration of like, damn, I still don't know how to make my build pop off, what I'm looking for, or anything like that. But as I see more stuff, I start to have more ideas. I start to know what to hunt for and what my options are a little bit more. And it's just a matter of figuring out how to make a well-oiled machine out of all of the information. It's like playing Tekken in its own right. You have a billion options. Everything has its own usage. It's just a matter of figuring out what the flow of the game wants it to be. How to get you to play Keep Driving. I still want to play if that makes you feel better. It's just, I just didn't. I fell off the plan. Someday, it could happen. Yeah, I still do feel the desire to compete at a high level. Okay, gotcha. It's just hard to do right now. Okay, gotcha. No, that makes sense then. Yeah, I guess it's hard to tell outside looking in because you tell me about it. I don't hear about tournaments that you're going to all that often. So I think that's the other half of it. Was like, I just figured like, oh, you just weren't going to tournaments. It was just something to do at home and maybe just, get yourself going a little bit. Just like learning a little bit of something, focusing your brain into something so you're not just sitting there not doing anything at a nighttime or anything like that. But that makes sense. Also, but yeah, it is just hard to do between, I know work's been a bit of a pain in the ass for you, but the cost of existing also is very, very brutal right now. Yeah, the Siren Song of Xrd. Yeah, Xrd's that game is like, I could play Xrd at like any time, but then I start playing Xrd and my brain's just like, no. You get 1 day of Xrd and that's it. It was unfortunate that we had a tournament here, a regional tournament that popped off pretty nicely here, and I played in the tournament and I had a great time. And then the second day of the tournament, I came and I wanted to play some casuals, and I sat down, I played like one round, and my brain just went like, no. We don't want to do this. I do not want to do this. And it sucked because it's like, I literally just sat down and I didn't want to just be like, yeah, I don't want to play you anymore. I'm sorry. I didn't want to just do that. So I forced myself to play for like an hour and a half or so. And I was like, I was not into it. The finish where I can walk away from the arena satisfied. So until that time comes, I will continue to wield my blades. So beautifully said, honestly. I think I've wielded my blade long enough. On the other hand, the blade is chipped, broken, and set up on the wall and just said, this is what my adventure looked like. I am here to talk about other people's adventures instead, every now and then when I'm at a tournament. And then beyond that, I found that spears are really cool. Spear running, But yeah, it's true. He's right. Yeah, she could be right outside my window right now, right alongside Ryu from Street Fighter. Nowhere is safe. We're all in danger. She could be here right now. She could be anywhere. Anywhere outside of your window. Anywhere. Oh gosh. Is that a gold Lewis? Oh, I can't tell because Twitch is fucking up and not letting me click on emotes anymore. Is that a gold Lewis, Justin? So I say I need to Justin. I feel like I did it for some reason, but hello, Justin, if I didn't, and hello, Justin, if I did. There's a lot of bizarre advice that comes worth like hearing like a week after playing it, but I think a lot of it doesn't mean much until you played a bit and start having fun. It's like, how do I navigate these problems questions? Yeah, because I'm not even at the point where it's like I can confidently say, cool, I've been given these items. What do I do next? How do I start building up a repertoire of, I have this item, how do I make it work? Do I keep on, when do items start to fall off? So on and so forth. And I think that's the hardest part for me is like, I don't know meta-wise of like, how long do I need to hang on to something? Is this thing still useful? Is it useful because of space or not? It's like all these little micro questions that I'm the kind of person that's like, I would like to ask an opinion of somebody. If I can sit down and ask an opinion, like, hey, here's my thought. What is your thought in turn of me thinking that? And then someone just saying, here's what I think and here's why. And that's like, cool. Now I'm adding your thoughts to my thoughts and I can make that all work going forward. It's that kind of thing, honestly. That's like, that works really well for me. But I still need to know the greater scheme of things before I can even do that conversation. So that's a big thing. So I mean, 2XKO and City of the Wolves, eventually Tokon and Avatar, how I focus on Avatar most likely. I'm glad you're liking Avatar so much, though, that said. I'm glad you're really enjoying that. I really am. It's nice to see that Avatar finally seems to be getting some love appropriately in the game space. I'm not gonna say like the Platinum game was bad, but it sure was as budget as they come. It was sure a video game that I went through and never really thought about it ever again. But you'll make it work. You always somehow seem to make it work nonetheless here. Second day of XR, my true love gave to me a day off, thank God. And I haven't played it for the last 2 months. It's been about 2 months now, so. So I do have full days. You have to do one about fighting games as a whole. How about that? That might make things easier for you. Same problem as I am with Twitch, not letting you click on emotes. It seems to always work if you lick on it. Close out the arrow. Well, alright, if I have to lick my screen, then that's what I'll do. What up, Fuka? How you doing? Let me give that a try. Yeah, okay, you're absolutely right. That worked perfectly. That worked perfectly. I don't know why it's having an error in the first place, but now that I actually know that, I am so ready to cook. That fixes my problem immediately. But happy Sunday to you. Hopefully you're having a good one. You've been having a good one as well. And happy holidays if that is within your wheelhouse. Actually, I should change my... I meant to do this earlier when I was foibling around with Carrie. Where is it? Alright. Might as well just change the title for anyone who's rolling up and just like, really streaming? It's like, oh no, I'm just chatting for now. But if you have any specific questions about this stuff, hit me up. Yeah, I think all the questions I have are generally per situation questions. And I think the hard part for me that I kind of discovered last time is I started getting a build going. I started figuring out something I could do that actually worked pretty well. I just got stuck in a line between like, I don't know how much I need to favor between the balance of defensive versus offensive. How much do I actually want to focus on continuing pushing as much singular status effect as I possibly can versus mixing in damage in between it? How much damage do I need to be aiming for over damage over time? Does the game have any favoritism between that? And I think it's just, I need to see more over time and just make that experimentation happen and just take notes and say, here's where I think this fell off. Here's where I think this thing didn't work. Here's where I think this thing could have done better. And just start making notes around that for myself so I can remember that in the future. So it's not all entirely me trying to nestle that in my head. And I think like a change I made, a singular change, well, not a singular change, I guess it was technically a multiple change, but like one change I'm like, this sounds like it's better, totally did not pan out like at all. And so it's like, Okay, so in that case, damage was significantly better. It's just I wasn't ready for that to be significantly better. So yeah, I will hit you up as well, because I know you don't play Jules either, so I know there are probably some questions or things in there that you're not like, oh, I know about this thing or this setup here or this is what I've seen in my experience, but it might still help out anyway. So yeah, I'll hit you up, Matt. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's getting way more music than I could ever imagine. When I say I love it, I am smitten every time that any art from my channel is created that I had even a simple potential hand whatsoever, whatever dumbass thing I said or whatever joke I made has the hand into creating or sparking creativity for art that is thus gifted to me is a joy that I cannot add words to. It is one of the coolest and best things that has ever happened to me in regards of the streamer space. I think it is the coolest thing. And it does not necessarily matter on like the quality given or stuff like that. It's just, did something spark that in your brain and you wanted to draw something and just pass it my way so I can put it into the giant rotational art folder? Yeah, excellent, cool. I am very happy with that. That is excellent. This song's a little bit quiet. I'm gonna alter some sounds here. Oh, I know this game. It's the mayonnaise game for the SNES. Actually, I'm not gonna chill anymore. Well, I mean, I'm gonna chill, but I'm gonna chill to different music. I want something a little bit more upbeat. Just I'll do a little bit more upbeat. That's all. There we go. All right, we're good. So that also includes right now Carrie, who is carrying the entire stream on her shoulders. POV, Carrie is carrying you. From sick, nasty cardio and Lamau, you beat the game. Hell yeah, I beat the game twice while you were gone doing cardio. So welcome back. Oh, where's this place? Oh shit, hold on. Hold on. Let me go back and grab that for you before I drop it off. And I gotta restart this because, you know, I listen to this so much. Gimme. Here you go. That was SNES and Chill. I think that was number 13. I can't remember. James York, the owner of the YouTube channel, makes a bunch of those, and the mixes are excellent, and the music that he pulls from goes way deep. Like, there are so many games that pop up, I'm like, I have no idea what that even is. How did you even find out about this? So it has expanded my knowledge of SNES music, which fucking rules. I'm in love with I'm in love with this guy. That's how I approach it as well. La Trion era, yeah. And I think the hard part for me personally is that you've been doing this now for however many ever months, and for me, I'm coming into it new, so it's a little bit like, oh, I see you and like some of my opponents like doing these really well-oiled machines, and I'm just like, oh, that's so cool. How do I get myself a well-oiled machine like that? Mine's so bad. It was like, yeah, you've all probably been playing a lot longer than I have. I can't speak for my own opponents, obviously, because, you know, I don't know how long they've been playing. But it's at the same time, it's like, my shit will never be that cool until I become good at game, and that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. I will learn over time. I will get better. Just a bit here. Keep that up a little bit louder. There we go. All right. Yeah, I'm foiling stuff. I'm gonna keep foiling stuff. Actually, while I have this here, can I just do this? And will that be okay? She looks ominous behind the vectors of Wipeout. You're one of the coolest and best things. Yeah, but I'm not a well-oiled machine. And that's my next step. Play enough Bazaar to become a well-oiled machine. Hopefully. But yeah, Simi Castlevania 64 might flesh out a bit more. I would really like to, actually. I would really like to. The reason I'm not doing it right now, though, I'm like, because the stream was shorter than I expected, yes. But the reason I'm not doing it right now is because I still have shit to do. But I don't want to get back to doing my shit yet. I have to spend a little bit of time working on the presentation. Later tonight, at some point, I need to have a meeting with, what's the name? The GDQ folks I'm working with for, Black and the Flash, for our interstitial ideas. So I need to make that happen. And so it's like, and then if hopefully we meet before then, hopefully I can play some, Overcooked with friends. Or Played Up, excuse me, it was Played Up. Played Up with friends. And I would really enjoy that, I'm sure. But, I don't know, it's a very real outcome, potentially, that someone might, very similar to last year, the beginning of last year, say, look, you're like most of the way through Quest 64, just finish Quest 64, here's $20. here's your first stream commission. And so then maybe it might happen again this year, like, hey, look, you're like almost all the way through, here's a stream commission, here's $20. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll get it done. I'll get it done before I go to MagFest or something like that. But I'm so glad that you, once again, felt inspired to make anything, that it jostled the creative bone in your body to say, yeah, that's what I want to do. And that brings me so much joy that it happens. So it's like, you know, thank you. Seriously, thank you. Thank you for sharing your art. Thank you for sharing your stream. Thank you for always giving so much art on a personal level, but on a, I feel like drawing and sharing with people level as well. It brings me a lot of joy to be able to see it. So just, again, thank you. When you feel the bizarre, you see the plan coming together, you glimpse the vision. Yeah, I glimpse the vision. I see the plan come together. I immediately stick my foot in the blender that I have ongoing, immediately get chopped up into a million bits and go like, but why did it go so wrong? I should really just take a lot more screenshots of like what's going on and just like math everything out and say, why did this fall off? Was not having defense actually this strong? Actually, I do have a question. Sorry, Matt. It just came up to me that I did actually have a question. Does shield block every form of damage? I.e., if you have like poison, burn, whatever, will it still block that damage every time it procs? So I was like, something I'm like, I can't tell. I literally cannot tell. Does not block poison. It halves burn. Okay. It's like, I'm like, I could probably research this up here, but I'm like, it was a question I had after last time. Like, is that even doing anything? Okay, it halves burn, but it does not block poison. Okay, so that explains why funny poison potion man was ripping through my ass. And now I know to not put up shields against him. That explains why that battle went so bad. Because I'm like, oh, my shields are pretty up. I should be in a good position. He's ripping through me anyway. What is happening? I built up my defensive systems, and he is killing my defensive systems, but fully blocks all other damage sources. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now I can actually play a little bit of metagame and switching between equipment. As well, and keep some stuff in the bag for like, okay, well, I have to deal with this person, so switch this out because it's more likely it's going to be more physical damage or something like that. Yeah, she's thinking about hyper-futuristic race. Yeah, get into the mind of Carrie. She's thinking about a lot of stuff. This is what's in her brain right now. She's thinking about Tekken 3 and how cool Tekken 3 is. It's time to hit the arcade mode of Tekken 3. Good, the video did not make me a liar. I saw this going around like, don't make me a liar. I already committed to the bit. She's thinking about playing as Nina against Eddie. Eddie Gordo versus Nina Williams. Fight. Round 1. I forgot the round 1 part. Castlevania rule. Would rule, actually. I think I have something going on in April, strangely enough. Like, my head's like, I have to do something in April, and I actually don't remember what it is. But I need to do something in April. Too bad my year is scheduled out already, though. But I could probably do a series of, like, Castlevania games, a short series. I need to finish Mega Man Legends 2 sometime next year. I would want to continue that and Tron Bonne as well. But after that, I don't feel like going into the Mega Man Battle Network series, unless... I guess commission maybe, but I don't think anyone will. So I might move to like Castlevania again and do more Castlevania for a bit. So that might be a good idea. Some good ass Tekken. back in the day where it looked like this, which was impressive, honestly. It's very impressive that this game looked this good at its earlier years. Like, they nailed it. They did a great job. Especially on how they come. Yeah, like, it's wild. My God, I am all... That wasn't the outcome that you were supposed to have after all of that, though. I was hoping the outcome would be like, yeah, God, fighting games are amazing. They really just level up their game at all times. Like, this is, you know, discernibly Tekken, but it still looks like Tekken. It still obviously feels like Tekken, but they brought it so far from there to keep the main identity and keep the same game at its core. And that's incredible. Anyways, this was happening on Wednesday. It's Dogscast. But the Japanese version on my end and the US version on Super Retro Heart's end. So that's some good ass Tekken, but yeah. As long as no one tells Emily, you may be spared from Battle Network. Which Emily? That's the question. Which Emily? There's like 3 Emilys in my life who could all be Battle Network sickos. Now is bunk ass Tekken. What's wrong with Tekken? Tekken 20 is what they call him. Aster. Okay, yeah. As long as she doesn't figure out the whole Mega Man scheme of things, then yeah, she won't be jumping in and like, hey. It's time for you to play this game. It's like, what do you mean it's time for me to play it? I don't want to play it. No, you're playing it. I decided that you're playing it. I have these Nerds gummy clusters I just realized I got from my work the other day. I've never had these before. I'm gonna try one live on Twitch. They don't call me that. Yeah, that's what they call them. I've seen it before. I was there when they made it the name. Well, that's pretty good, actually. You'll be surprised. Yeah, I want to see how much further FGs can still go. Yeah, 100%. I think that's the reason why I'll never stop at least watching fighting games in general. Now, I won't be as locked into any game as much as I am in, like, Melee. I think Melee is I enjoy watching this game through and through, and nothing will ever take that away from me. Because Melee keeps evolving over time. And I think I'll never stop watching Melee, but, you know, there's like XR plus R tournament that pops up that I get to see. I would like to watch that. I still occasionally watch a Street Fighter 6 tournament. Watch Street Fighter 4 when it pops up. Every now and then I'll still watch Tekken 8. I'll watch a lot of the World Tour stuff as well. You know, I don't want to stop watching. I think I'm just gonna do it from the outside looking in, and then hear excitement from folks who are currently playing stuff as well, and just saying like, oh no, this game came out, or this is a fresh idea, or this is a new trailer for this thing, and I can watch it and be excited with all of you and for all of you as well. You know, is that a gaming supplement? You know, actually, Kindness, when I went to that cabin trip about a month ago, God, I guess about 2 months ago almost, one of the people there, I guess she does some form of streaming or media or something like that, gets gamer subs for free as part of her deal with them. So she brought a few of them over there, a non-stimulated one and a stimulated one. And it's like, you know, it's obviously around the can. They're like, oh, it has like, you know, it has like this special kind of caffeine. It has nootropics and stuff. I'm like, oh shit, what am I getting myself into? I want to try it, obviously, because I just want caffeine and I don't want to make a bunch of noise making coffee in the morning. So I'll just try this out and just see what the nootropics is all about. And the answer is, I have no fucking clue. It barely even works as caffeine for me, honestly. I don't get what the big deal is. It's worse for tasting coffee. Well, it wasn't coffee, it was energy drink style, but I don't super care for energy drink style stuff, so I'll use it if I need to, but ultimately it's like, I'd just rather have had coffee at this point. That's maybe what was it, Gommel? Oh yeah, Gommel. So, the Gommel this past year, yeah, Zane has a pretty good win record over Xbox. Xbox is just in that gatekeeper to first and second place spot right now, but the last of the 3 Five Gods and God Killer era that is still actively playing the game. I think Leffen's still playing fighting games. I'm not actually sure. And then like PPMD, Armada, they hung it up. Mewtwo King, they all hung it up. Mango, something happened with Mango, and I actually don't know what happened, but he backed the fuck out because apparently something real bad happened at an event with regards to, I think, drinking too much and doing something wrong. So Mango is taking at least some personal learning time off as well, I believe, which is good. I'm glad that he's doing it because he's definitely in a position where he could just ignore that thing happening and just say, I'm going back in, I'm so sorry about that thing that happened, and not change anything. But it sounds like he took it for himself as well. He's stepping out for himself. So it sounds like that was a pretty big deal. He had some fuck shit, got banned from a bunch of events, lost a sponsor. Like, yeah, whatever happened, I don't know what happened, but whatever happened apparently was huge. That he lost everything and just said, like, I need to step back. Like, drinking has been a problem in my life, and I need to step the fuck back now. So I'm like, you know what? Good for you. Instead of just ignoring the problem. Thank you. I mean, it sounds like it's too late, though, that said. It sounds like something that you probably should have done a lot earlier, from my understanding. But he was the party guy, and that's why people liked him as a player. That said, these Nerds gummy clusters are pretty good. It takes the energy of what I don't care about in both directions of, like, Nerds being a little bit too sour for me, and gummies being, I mean, I like the sweeter aspect, but being a little bit too sweet for me and cloying for me, and meets in the middle with a nice texture crunchy bite and bitter and sweet at the same time. I actually recommend these. These are really good. The Other Gods retiring is like, I'm kind of glad that he did in some cases, because there's too many stories I've heard of other people in the Smash Melee scene who have run the fuck through their hands, and they just have issues for the rest of their life because that game is so high APM. That's just like, no. You cannot destroy your hands like that. Do not destroy your hands for this. And I think that's the main reason why the only one who's not hung it up is HBox, because his hands, because he's playing Jigglypuff, his hands are not at risk nearly as badly as everyone else's body is for playing their high APM characters. But that said, the new generation still makes me very happy, because there's a lot of, after 2020, there's a lot of growth and character variety that is starting to hit the scene, and the meta is shifting. Players are new top players are rising, but I feel like at any given time, you know, someone can have a breakout year more often than not. Versus, oh, well, it's the top five, it's the five gods, and Leffen was the only real breakout star between any of that. But then beyond that, like now it's like, yeah, Zayn and Cody Schwab, absolutely. Like they're top of their game, and then Hungrybox is kind of the buffer around that. But the win-loss record between them and other people, sometimes it's like, yeah, Zayn doesn't exactly have a great record against Amza, for example. He has a winning record, I believe, but he doesn't have a great record against him. So it's like, yeah, he could lose to Amza at any given time. There's actually some strengths and weaknesses that come to play, I think, with a more matchup basis versus anything else. And this is like between them and like the top 16 players. So anything could happen, along with breakout stars too, because the online play has gotten so good that there's people who just show up and like, oh, I've never seen you before. And it's like, yeah, people have, because I don't watch every tournament, but there's some people that show up and I was like, oh, you're playing top level Melee. You are legitimately playing top level Melee. The only thing that's keeping you back right now is you need to play the more top players more often, so that your decision making doesn't falter under fear, where there's confident in their decision making, and so they'll fall through into situations that you're like, they're not going to go through with that. That's too dangerous. And I love that. I absolutely love that about Melee right now. And Zayn is definitely my second favorite player right now. HBox being my first. I think that's just a fighting game side of me that's just like, I love HBox. I love how he plays Melee. I love that he slows it down. He plays fundamentals of Fuzies. He keeps his distance. He picks his battles. He does it very carefully in a game where singular mistakes get you killed in that game. And he plays it so carefully and so intelligently. And the greater part of the scene hates that about him. That just makes you go like, you know what? Fuck yeah, let's go. That's exactly what I want. Yeah, Plus R followed a very similar trajectory. I mean, small scale, yes, but definitely similar. And Rollback changed a lot of that. A lot of that. And I think that rules. So that's why I'm still kind of watching Plus R as well. I mean, I commentated a lot of it happening. So I am familiar with, you know, the outcome of that. I am absolutely familiar with the outcome of that. But it fucking rules as well to see that there's at any time like a pool of about 16 players who could take a tournament depending on the day. There's no one who is like, I am clearly the top and there's no one adjusting that. There's no top three of like, I'm clearly the top and there's no adjusting that. They're just really powerful players that could still lose at any given time. Just depending on the day. Depending on who they run into, so on and so forth. And the main top player right now, I'd say, is X Phantom, overarchingly. But X Phantom only gets out so much, and is only able to play so much because he's so busy with work. So, you know, he's usually not even in contention anyway. So I'm waiting for a tournament where X Phantom shows up and some of the more major remaining Japanese players shows up. Because I would love to see how he would place amongst all the Japanese players as well. Because being confident in your movement and your decision making, as much as X Phantom is it's hard to compete against. It's really hard to compete against. So I love that. Just damn. When I say I love fighting games still and the community, it's just shit like that. It's exactly shit like that. That's just like growth, human potential, and human capabilities to be able to take these games to a new level, understand what other people are doing, and start to shift their own meta that revolves around that mindset while still including a lot of the past aspect as well, is just incredible and beautiful to me, and I will never get sick of embracing that, talking about that, and enjoying that. Even if I'm not doing it firsthand anymore, even if I'm not putting my hand in there nearly as much, I want to support that as much as I can. So even as someone who's not playing fighting games, if I tell you to play fighting games, please play fighting games. I will never be ill of that, and maybe someday my brain will click back on. Maybe I'll turn on Virtua Fighter someday and be like, you know what, I'm clicking with this, and I really want to play more. Maybe that'll happen. Who knows? Who knows? So I am looking forward to that day where eventually the brain clicks back on. But until then, speedrunning and hosting for events and doing other video game events and stuff like that, which I am finding a lot of love in as well. Life is still ultimately good, and that's sometimes all you can ask for in this workaday world. That said, just seeing who's doing some streams right now. Who is doing some video games? A lot of people are doing video games today, actually, turns out. Let's see. Yeah, that's true. All right. Don't know what that is. Ooh, okay. Dang, I showed up late. You showed up very late, unfortunately, Dragon Nexus. I beat the game twice. I beat the game twice. And I was like, that was a lot faster than I was expecting, actually. So I've been just chatting for like the last 20, 30 minutes or so. Basically gushing heavily over fighting games because I love fighting games. And despite me burning out of them and not really playing them much anymore, it's just like, nope, I still love the entire ability to watch fighting games and just embrace them at a core and just understand the effort and work it takes to become good at fighting games. I'll just never be sick of it. It's great. But Dragon Nexus, it is good to see you nonetheless. Happy Sunday to you, though. Must be good at fighting games? I mean, it is, but it's ultimately like, that's more of a result of spending so much time with fighting games that eventually I wanted to learn more, I wanted to experience more, I played it more, and the outcome is that my curiosity led to me learning more and doing more. But even in games I'm not necessarily good at, or events and activities I'm not necessarily good or experienced at, there's a different way that you start perceiving stuff when you've put your hold on something, like learning something entirely. and then you watch someone else be good at something else, and you just know at your core about what they had to go through to get there, the different skills they had to pull in to be at this level of good that they are. And it just lets you embrace a lot of stuff, and I love that. It's got that RTS thing for me, voice intimidating, but fun to see if you know what's happening. Yeah. It absolutely does have that sort of thing there. If you know exactly what's happening and why decisions kind of got funneled down to these things, or solving why decisions got funneled down to certain activities or things or reactions or whatnot, is a lot of fun in its own puzzle. How did they get them there? How did they get them to react like this? How did they get this person who's overly confident, as in like positively overly confident because they're really good at what they do, to make this decision that looked bad in the moment and then was actually really smart? Like, how do you get there? It's RTS but faster, realistically. It's MMOs but faster. I know most people say it's like chess, but faster. But it's like I like the idea of it being like a real-time strategy game or an MMO game, just done in mere microseconds versus over the course of a long period. Positioning, timing, damage, all that sort of stuff goes into the equation of what happens next, basically. And it's like, yeah, you know what? Life's good. Life is good. I get weight of fighting games are more than just a dialogue comment. MK or Project the Spawn for Street Fighter was the famous Justin Wong clip. It is very impressed by watching a few times and really appreciate the skill involved. Yeah, especially if someone really breaks down for you what happened in that moment. Because I think the biggest thing that gets missed in the watching it from I understand video games from a perspective, but I have not experienced, how to do this, is that Daigo had to be ahead of time, had to know that the move was being executed before it actually executed. It wasn't reacting to the execution because that was too late. You can't start parrying after the super begins. Yeah, he had to buffer it before the super began. So that was a read and a buffered estimate beforehand. Got it right, and then was able to execute that for the rest of it, while someone next to them is mashing their buttons to try to screw up your timing as well. And the audience is yelling as loud as they were, and then fully executing a return, full combo back as well on top of that. That was, hell, once that last kick was done, it's like the rest of it was actually relatively easy. It's great. It's relatively easy. But even getting started on that is a beast in itself. As long as you know that, how video games work. Because I remember someone telling a story, I can't remember who it was saying like they showed them the clip, like someone the clip who doesn't really play video games all that much, and they just looked confused and said, well, why didn't they just stop kicking? It's like, logically, yeah, you're right. But no, that's not how the video games work in this case. If I were Chun-Li, I would simply just stop kicking. Why would I do that? You might think this, but every time you get good, you find something harder to deal with, and then it's back to square one. That's also true. The growth never stops, and that's what I do really enjoy about video games as a whole. The growth never stops. And I mean any really hobby that you throw yourself into greatly. It's like, the growth never stops. There's always more you can do. You can always do better pretty much all the time. There are very few instances of perfection has been hit and there's nothing else you can do. But even finding and seeking out that and even executing on it can be fun in its own right. So I love that. Reading someone perfectly and killing them for that is unmatched. 100%. Just I knew you were going to do that. And so I won because I knew you were going to do that. And I reacted appropriately. And so many times you'll find people in the fighting game scene who are just like, I knew you were going to do that. And so I did this. It's like, dang. You shouldn't have dropped your combo. You shouldn't have been a little too fast, a little too slow. You shouldn't have reacted on nothing because I hadn't done anything yet. You could tell me you knew I was going to do that all you want. What matters in the end is were you able to execute on that. That's the big thing. So playing against how that repetition is few other genres do. Anyone can jump in and play Counter-Strike or Marvel Rivals or any other competitive game. You don't need to be world-class. But fighting against, I feel like, well, I'm not the best, so I might have not be able to start fear. Yeah, and that is a outside looking in fear that I know a lot of people have. And why I was so overjoyed for Slowbeat to start playing fighting games for like real. Because it's just one of those things that, like, you know, despite age, despite experience, despite anything else, he just sat down, he just did the work. And when you sit down and you're interested in something and you do the work, you find that you learn a lot from putting in the time, as with anything else in life. And ultimately, I think fighting games, just the way people talk about it, and kind of have to talk about it once they get in kind of a communal space, makes it seem scarier than it actually is when you're outside looking in. But I think if you're able to learn fighting games, it's like one of those things that it opens up your world to say, I can do anything by comparison. I can do everything. Because even like the firstest, quote unquote, beginner level stuff that you have to do in fighting games is learn how to do a quarter circle forward button. No other game almost ever asks you to do that. That in itself is already a huge request on a player. Getting a special move out consistently is not actually that easy. That shit is hard. If you're able to even do that, you're better than most people who have played video games. But it's like, yeah, once you get that little part down, it's like, okay, now I can do this consistently, so how do I use this against an opponent? What's the opponent going to do in return when they realize I can do this? And then the chess game really starts there. Excuse me. Yeah, freaking Yomi. He's like, yeah, rank grind got to be the biggest number to top level pro play. Yeah, exactly. You do not have to do that whatsoever. Yeah, you never have to be the best at anything you do. Same as speedrunning. You don't have to be the best on the board. You could just say, I want to learn how to speedrun this. I now know how to do this. Do I want to do more with it? Yes, no. I get to decide every instance of the moment. That's pretty much been Ernest Evans for me. It's like, yeah, I'll keep playing it until my brain doesn't want to do it anymore. And so far, that's been working very well in my favor in terms of moving up the board. But I don't have to be number one in my head. I just don't need to. I might be, but I don't need to. But I am curious to see what it takes to even get close to that. I am more curious. And I think that's maybe what it is. If you're not curious to see where you can move to next, then you only have the end goal in sight of being very, very good. And that's not an enjoyable way to play fighting games, in my opinion. For some people, that works great. For other people, nah. I cannot. But yeah, the way that FGs are presented to other genres as well and everything like that. But as you said, Dragon Nexus, I'm probably falling behind in conversation here, so I might be repeating or, you know, walking through stuff you might have already said. Compared to like things like League of Legends, Marvel Rivals, Counter-Strike, a lot of it is that if you click button and you aim gun at person, there is a high chance you will hit that person in some way, shape, or form. Congratulations, you did your job. And now you just get better at doing that very basic skill of click button towards person. And you figure out when I need to click a button, with what timing, with each gun, at what distance, to be able to get those headshots really quickly and stuff like that. Now I play these maps enough. Now I know what locations they're going to be at. It's a growing skill from the moment you click the first button. And fighting games are technically like that, but the first thing they want you to start doing is around, like, you know, do a special move. And that's hard. That's fucking hard. But realistically, you can get really far in fighting games if you just understand how your buttons work and what you do with those said buttons. Special moves do not need to be at the forefront. Combos do not need to be at the forefront. But with how they're presented, it makes you think that that's what you have to do to be able to succeed at fighting games. And there will be no shortage of people I've run into, in some cases, who have started playing fighting games and their entire goal in their head was to hit long combo and do as much damage as possible. And at one point, I was like that too. Instead of actually playing a game of chess with somebody. So they can't land their combo. They'll try to jump in, you block their jump in, or you stop them from jumping in, and you can beat them with one button because they have not figured out the path to getting to where the combos actually lie. And it's just an interesting thing about how the games are presented, because it makes you think, oh, I have to land these combos. It's like, no, not as badly as you think you do. I've gotten through on a lot of tournament games of just using my buttons good. Because you stand on your mind, though. Back in the old days, especially fight games, it was like, what's this arcade cabinet everyone's hollering about? Holy shit, that guy suplex Wolverine! I, too, want to suplex Wolverine. But remember, we can at least have the illusion of doing things, even though you and your team get smoke FGs. Yeah, if you don't have that, you're going to get rolled. And it's very directly you're getting rolled. This is your It's unfortunate, but it's always going to be your fault. But also, the good part is, it's always going to be your fault. You don't have to say, I got a bad teammate, I had someone who was being toxic that day, or anything like that. It is just you and the other person. And that there's a huge appreciation in that for me too. And I think that's why we got to this point of like, we love fighting games this much. Because it's like, if I make a mistake, if I don't win a match, 99% of the time, it's going to be something that was, I could have done something. There were very few instances where it's like, I couldn't do anything about that. That was out of my control in that one moment. And that's it. It's rare. Mischief in arcade games, so it makes like, yeah, I can do this. Because like, yeah, they're spending money to do this. So clearly I can spend money to do this. And, you know, you could just walk in when no one's there too as well. At the same time. And just start playing by yourself. And you might be like, oh, I really love pressing buttons in this game. This is great. This is great. I love this. I guess you need to be taught a lot more, though. I would agree with that, though. Yeah, you need to be taught a lot more with someone who's, like, more experienced. Because having someone who's at least more experienced definitely helps out a lot. So I agree with that. And choosing mostly just aim better with fighting games. I don't observe why I'm failing exactly. Since TOA 4, so yeah, he's telling you. It's nothing for you to even worry about. I would love it if you gave it a try, and I would love to help walk you through certain aspects, or at least provide video and knowledge around that if that ever becomes a thing of even remote interest. But doing fighting games by yourself, and hence why the community part of fighting game community is so important, is that aspect of it's hard to learn fighting games alone. And people who do learn fighting or try to learn fighting games alone usually kind of falter heavily. Fighting games don't teach fighting games very well. That's the best way to put it, actually. Fighting games don't teach fighting games very well. Sometimes it's not a matter of being outwitted. It could be just like, hey, they pressed their good button faster than they pressed yours. Yeah, it's also true. Sometimes you forget about good buttoning. You're like, I'm going to challenge this. And they just hit it with the confidence of like, it turns out that this other person you were playing knew that they had a frame trap and used it as a frame trap. In your head, you said, oh, that's as fast as they can press the button. And then you go into the next match and someone's just matching it. You're like, ow, what the fuck? There was never a gap there at all. Me gesturing wildly at Elfelt Shotgun. Mini Matt's a much better player than I am. Plays everything very patiently because I was forcing his hand a lot more. Then I go play someone like who's a little bit more confident in movement, like Hitachi, and he just hits the button and like, oh, oh, damn, all right. Oh, it's funny. Oh gosh. Yeah, like I take a step forward from my spawn, 2 stock wave, box 2 bucks of shows. I spent 60 years since my head up. I know I did wrong what I should have done. Yeah, no, that's fair. But I mean, ultimately, I think the ultimate thing is still there, at least of like, I see person, I have gun. If I click button, gun shoots. And relatively, just that by itself makes a lot more sense than I see my guy. I have, at the basest level, 4 to 6 different buttons that do different attacks while I'm standing. Oh, there's another 6 of them while I'm holding down. Oh, there's another 6 of them while I hold up. And in some cases, if I hold up forward or up back, they change as well. And there's special moves on top of that. That's a lot to learn by comparison versus if I hit the left button, it shoot gun. If I hit the right click button, it does a secondary function of some sort, like zooming in on a sniper. And the ultimate thing is like, I missed or I hit. And it's a little bit easier to say, if I missed, I probably didn't aim well enough. Versus if I listen to fighter, well, they moved in a weird way. Or they used a move that went through a projectile. Or they did this. Or they absorbed it into their body. How did they do that? There's just so many more questions, I feel like, by comparison, that I feel like can happen in fighting games. So that's why it's like, having someone who can actually help you out is huge in that. In my opinion, at least. But yeah, see, I've seen people teaching fighting games. It's fascinating to watch. Yeah. It's always, I always love seeing people learn fighting games and the different way that people teach fighting games. And some people are really great teachers. Some people are less good, in my opinion. Some people just say, I want to learn how to play fighting games, help me chat, and that's like the worst thing you could possibly do because too many cooks in the kitchen, all that sort of stuff. People have different ideas about how fighting games should be learned, and depending on their personal skill level, will heavily change what they think they know or know about fighting games. and then what knowledge they'll pass on to a person as a result of that. I have watched someone earlier this year teach a fighting game to someone else, and they were fantastically good. And they were also answering questions in chat too on like another person's stream. Like they nailed it. But they are not like, you know, a toppest level player at all. They're relatively middle ground player, would go like 3-2 at a tournament level, and their ability to teach was so fucking strong. I was really legitimately impressed. Whereas I've seen people who have been significantly better not be able to teach that same knowledge because they're so far beyond. They've kind of forgot what it's like to be a beginner, and or what chat was trying to help out with as well in that turn. Because it's like, you can't just say, hey, do this combo, because they don't know what their buttons are. You can't do that. You cannot do that to a person. It's like, you have to explain why are you pressing a button? It's like Mahjong in a way. You don't just hit the funny button. You have to say, do you know why you're hitting this button? If the answer is no, do not hit the button yet, because you have to worry about what your own decision making is going to be first before you start hitting every button that shows up. And it's a mess. It's a mess. It definitely helps to have someone also teach you Mahjong as well. But yeah, innately ask you more to be able to kill the other guy compared to a shooter, though. Yeah, which is off-putting, because also the other longs. You can't really solve that, and rather the solution for it is not a pretty solution. The solution is play more or go to training mode. Telling someone that they have to go to training mode is a shitty experience to tell anyone. Sorry, yeah, you have to go to training mode and figure out what the hell's actually going on for a bit. To figure out how to do your special moves better, to figure out how to get yourself into the gameplay. And that's not for everyone. That's not. There's a reason why you don't get into training modes for a lot of shooting games until significantly later into the game, where you have to like download some sort of mod and you have to like practice stuff and stuff like that. Until you get to that point, it's like, it's a whole different beast in its own right. I mean, how much work it is to move and look around, yeah, and parse information time to shooters, but it's also commonly more in single player games, so it's kind of a moot point. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Gaming literacy changes itself up a little bit here, in terms of a lot more people will have played a first-person shooter or have moved around in a 3D space and can at least get somewhere there. There are very little games outside of fighting games that play like fighting games. The closest being maybe beat 'em ups, and I'm sure anyone who's gone to an arcade ever has seen people play beat 'em ups and just see people just mashing on the button and kind of hoping for the best. And it's like, yeah, that's all that you're being told to do. You're right, but some of these games have some sauce. It's just you won't know until you get good enough at it, and a lot of people just won't. But once again, the access to be able to play the game is right there. Yo, what up, Sko? How you doing? Speaking of someone who knows their fighting games as well, that's right. Fighting games is indeed something so great. Thank you, Tokido. How you doing, friend? Good to see you. Hopefully you're having a good one. How was your test earlier this morning? Hopefully everything went right there. Okay, someone who doesn't play video games much trying to control a first-person shooter, yeah, no, that shit is not easy. No, if you bring them from like no video game to video game, that shit is like, frankly, impossible. We are really good at video games, and we just don't get to talk about it in that space because we're so used to growing up around it that we forget that this shit is really hard. There's a reason why you can't give your parents the video game and tell them to start playing video games, because it's beyond any conceptual ability that they've ever had to deal with in their life. Hey, look at that TV. Hey, you see that guy that where, you know, Dick Van Dyke used to be on? You are now Dick Van Dyke. Walk through your game show studio hosting area and go talk to your game show. Walk to your chair. Just walk to it. How do you walk to it? You know, you use this little knob on your controller. And you use this other knob to be able to move his head around and look to your left and right. It's amazing that we're able to like conceptualize how to play a video game as well as we do in any given situation. And all that ability just goes further in like situations like mystery game tournaments or being good at any certain specific genres as well. It's great. Pawn, yeah, hit the clown button. Pawn, can't give my tile back, kindness. You can't call a pawn here. The only pawn you're gonna be calling is a punish when I run you for 1,000,000 points. Got you. Yeah, if someone could play too and get to Marvel Rivals and have some idea how to play, yeah, nothing really preps you for a fighter in that sense. Nothing at all. There are no genres that say, here's what a fighter is like. The closest probably being character action nowadays. So your Devil May Cry's, your Bayonettas, and more 3D, modern-ish beat-em-ups. 3D-ish, I don't say 3D. Just more modern-ish beat-em-ups get there a little bit further as well. But until very recently, there was almost nothing that really leaned into that in the exact way it needed to. It's really, really hard. If I was MK3 was on Xbox and I got to win 100 matches on Kabbalah, yo, let's go. That's good shit. That shit's hard. I don't think I could do that in my current state. I have to learn a lot about MK3, honestly. Or MK in general. I'm not great at MK. So good shit. Most recent Lego Star Wars gonna have OTGs and shit? No, I did not know that, Shin Ramsey. So what up, Shin? How you doing? Good to see you. Hopefully you're having a good one. All right, I keep eating this Nerds candy thing. I'm just making sure that I'm keeping myself in line because I'm trying not to eat nearly as much calories now that we're ramping out this season. I'm like, I want to look good in my cosplay if I can. No boy, a lot of colorful message from that one. Understandable, that said. Combination Xbox and Mortal Kombat feels like the perfect sauce to get people to be very mad about video games. And especially in a space where it has a strong nostalgia streak of people who probably thought they were better at the game than they actually are. Also leads to that frustration of like the other person is doing something wrong, not me. And it's like, no, you're playing a fighting game. The beauty of a fighting game is that you did something wrong and you can fix it. You can probably fix it. So yeah, delicious hate mail. True Chat starts now. Have a good one. Sounds good. Take care, Sco. Oh gosh. I think it's making things like combos and execution easier. Kind of makes things harder for beginners in a way. I agree. I'd agree actually. It really shone when I was playing Street Fighter 6 for the first time and I was starting to go into ranked matches and stuff like that. And I started to realize like people are really good at landing their combos, but they're really not great at basic decision making. So they would try to jump in from afar. And if I let them, yeah, they would land their combo. But if I didn't let them, they would run out of ideas very quickly. Because it's like, you're not playing a fighting game. You're playing a first to damage, first to death. And I'm willing to play a long game after this one. They know how to make the hits count, but they don't know how to hit me. So I was like, They're going to hard on DBSC? Wow. Holy shit. We went from 2 face buttons to 3, then 4, then shoulder buttons and 2 analog sticks, and then the triggers, and then gradual progression. It gives you all these button messes. It's really funny hearing like folks like Jinpoo and Fizz talk about like, yeah, back in the day we had one button. Like we had one button and we liked it. I was like, God, that's so weird to think about. How the fuck did I evolve from like 2 buttons to 4 buttons to shoulder buttons to arcade stick? It's really weird to think about that in a long space. It's so fascinating that. Once again, human capacity is really, really strong to learn stuff. We're great at learning stuff and being and growing and being better at tasks that used to take our whole brain, learn the mental stack enough to make it something that's just like, okay, cool, I can just do this now. I can put this in my hand, in my controller in my hand, and I can do something with that now. The game tells me to walk over there, I can walk over there. The game tells me to jump on this thing, I can jump on this thing. I can jump on multiple things. I can jump on multiple things with distance between them, and if I don't make that jump, I die. And that doesn't stress me out because I have control, enough control to do this. It's so cool. But yeah, normal fighting games is actually hard to do any combo before like normal special move. And just hit someone from big button is just impactful, exactly. And I think that is like really actually, now you've worded that out, Ivy, I think you're actually right about that. Because it put more emphasis on preventing someone from hitting you at all. Because you had the options to prevent someone from hitting you. It was a little bit more of a defensive aspect of like, I don't want this person to hit me. with their big button, so I'm going to stay outside of the ranges with the big button. I'm going to stay away from this person while they do this, or if they're in range to do this. I'm more cognizant of what they can do, and I can hit them and stop them. And this has a huge reward because normal moves did, by comparison, relatively good damage. And that's a big change as well. Claw is a fairly easy Stomach Streak to learn. He has a stun, which then you jump into a combo and into an uppercut. Jump, punch, back, punch to projectile. Okay, takes off. Like half your enemy's health. Nice. So you've at least had the experience of like getting the taste of like, I have a game plan in mind. There's something I can execute and do. And this is my way of earning on that, basically. Anyone who doesn't know Kabbalah has that combo, kind of has no answer, especially when everyone's all Scorpion. Oh yeah, Scorpion and Smoke using the spear. It's like, I could, the fact that they learned the special move and they said, I'm good at this game now, is I think, pushes towards that whole, yeah, no, it's really fucking hard to do special moves in general in in fighting games, and in video games in general. And it's like, oh, well, if you can even get that down, that probably felt like such a mountain to overcome for them that they could do it consistently, that they're just like, okay, well, now I'm good at this game, because I now know the secret special moves. And then it's like, someone jumps over the spear, and you're like, oh, fuck, that's cheap. That's cheap. Oh, no, you punish me. No, that's cheaper. You can't do that. But yeah, exactly. It's also like, probably a shock to them, because like, oh, I'm dying now. I'm dead. I took 50% damage because I was wrong, and I don't know what to do about that. And the answer is, I don't know, block. Don't be there. But you can't tell someone that. It's not enough. Yeah, they know how to kill you, but they don't know how to hit you. Yep, exactly. You click 2 buttons, you had to get up and go over to the console to pause the game. It's the weirdest thing about the Master System. That is the weirdest thing about the Master System. Watch your opponent short circuit when they realize they cannot hit you. Yeah, it's interesting as well in terms of like a conceptual aspect for some of those newer players, like I said, that just know how to combo and they don't know what to do afterwards. Because they'll turn to me and say, what did I do wrong? And in my head, I'm like, how did you not see what you did wrong? I know that's obviously not the answer, but it's like something that feels really obvious and apparent to me, that I didn't use these special moves. I barely comboed them. I just kind of stop them from approaching me, and they don't have the concept of like, I'm being stopped from approaching because they're hitting me every time I approach. That hasn't hit their brain yet. Until I tell them like, hey, how many times were you able to get in on me? Why were you not able to get on me? Just ask those probing questions to make them think about the situation a little bit more. It's like, well, I guess because you were stopping me. You hit me every time I jumped in. It's like, yeah. So if that's not working, what are your other options to approach? And just start really laying out the map of like, considering that you have a lot of options at any given time in a fighting game for the most part, and how to really start embracing those instead of just go for big damage and hope that it hits. Don't gamble. Try not to gamble. Let's go to these games that you struggle with. I'll play them again. Just stomp out the game, right? Yeah, it's gonna be Sonic 1. Got all the chaos symbols without using the debug code. Damn. Good shit. Oh, I mean, I'm a recent Sonic player, so I really, you know, I'm coming from a different angle, but I can't imagine doing that. That seems terrifying to me. Yeah, Risen, it felt bad. Oh, shit. Sonic's not a hard game, but I think last play was maybe when I was 13. Bad at games that need to fix it. I think Sonic 1's a decent enough game to say, like, no, if you don't play the game on its own merits, you'll struggle. You'll absolutely struggle in the game. And a lot of people from outside looking in do not play Sonic 1 on its own merits. They absolutely do not praise the game on its own merits, and they say it's a bad game as a result of it. And it's like, it's not a bad game. It's a perfectly good game. It doesn't do anything wrong. Yes, it sails you in the wrong direction, but then the game's levels from like the second one for the rest of the game really sets you straight on that one. And so I think it's always very interesting that it's like, well, the first stage you go so fast, you're so free, you're able to do all this sort of stuff, and it's great, and then you get to stage 2 and it just slows down from there, and it's like, and then how's the rest of the gameplay after that? And it does slow down, it does make you take your time, but it's only one stage that set you wrong, and then the rest of the game plays very similarly to that. It's like, okay, so you didn't meet the game where the rest of the game met you at. So it's just interesting in that regard for me, just outside looking in. But I'm like, that all it says, like, that game is still tough. That game is still tough. I was caught off guard a lot. My ass getting beat. We almost done with this? I think so. Let's just turn this one on. We'll start this over here. We'll just go there. Sweet. There we go. Why not? Why not? Why not? Yeah, it's like but it is interesting to be able to like go to like a past game. Like I have a problem with this, and I've done that with fighting games a little bit. It's like I had trouble doing like this combo back in the day. Let's see how long it takes me to learn it now. And like something that took me like literal days to get, I was able to just like re-up and do it in like less than an hour. It's like I haven't played the game for a decade. Let's see what happens. Oh, I just got it. I fucking got it. It's like gaming literacy is a real thing. It truly is a real thing. It's a bad game. It has identity crisis. Every other zone is slow and plodding. Yeah. Green Hill fast, fun. Marvel slow. Spring Yard fast, fun. Which is Spring Yard is fast? I wouldn't. I'm like, but like every time you go fast, it's like, hey, hit this plinging thingy, and then you go back way far away. Whee! It's the most platform of the Sonic games. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Well, maybe. Thinking back to the Sonic, one of the Sonic portable games I played is like, that was don't fuck up the platforming, otherwise you die. You die. There is nothing easy here. Oh god, but I can boot KF98, and the Ralph player on the other side may not know that he can link crouch B into command grab, but they know how to press stand C. What am I gonna do about that exactly? Ralph has some big ass normals. He spins around, extends that fisticuff, and he's like, and you get hit by that, you get duffed by that, you're like, oh god, I don't want that to happen to me again. So you start playing your distance and like, cool, now I have you. And then they'll hyper hop in. And hopefully you react good enough. Oh, the Mega Drive games, I don't have those again. Oh, well, especially Mega Drive Sonic in that case. Which I did have fun with that, actually. I did have fun with the Mega Drive Sonic. That was a pretty good time. I was surprised about how good it was, actually. But now that I've played both of them, hell yeah. Oh, gosh. All right. I am getting a little bit peckish. So I am going to go eat some of that food, I believe they call it. That said, I will not be around tomorrow, so I think just Tuesday will be the next day I see you all. For some variety versus or cooperative cohorts. Cohort. Gee, no! Stop it! Give my tiles back. It's a bad way to play a game if you want to get the Chaos Emeralds. Oh, really? I did not know that, actually. I guess you need the checkpoints and rings, and if you're flying over everything, you're really not going to really deal with that, right? I guess that makes sense, actually. I didn't even think about that. That does. Just like nodding, saying, just didn't even think about it that much. Because I played through the game once, and that was it. Yeah, because Tails will mimic you with a slight delay. Yeah. He's gonna realize I lose rings special. I think the ring requirements are harder. They're also harder? Potentially? Okay, that's terrifying, actually. That's actually very terrifying on the other hand. I don't need it to be harder. I already have the difficulty modifier. And if you jump too early, you don't get the rings. And Tails has to grab the rings. Get in the robot, Tails, otherwise Sonic will have to do it. Sorry, now I just have the imagery in my head. And it works well because Sonic also has, blue Quill's hair. This joke is funnier in my head than it actually is. Let me just send you off elsewhere. I'm gonna raid Rejects. It's playing some, looks like doing some Scrandle right now. So please enjoy the worst of food kind here. I will see you all on Tuesday. But as a once again reminder of what's coming up this week here, Tuesday will be Variety Versus. I believe we're still doing it. If not, then I might take the night off. We'll see what happens there. Wednesday will be Dogs Cast, so be playing Blue Stinger all day. Thursday will be Hyper Pitch Princess for streaming commission number 7. Thursday might be a day off. I don't know, because I'm streaming a lot this week. We'll see. That'll be decided by ear. And then Saturday, I think that's Saturday. Why am I pausing on Saturday? Well, either ways, Saturday game's not decided, and then Saturday night will be the speed run, speeding through the holidays for Ernest Evans over on the Games Done Quick channel. So I hope that you all will be around for as much as you can, but if I don't get to see you before then, please enjoy your holidays, so on and so forth. But otherwise, I will most likely see you Tuesday. So take care of yourselves, have a good one, be safe out there, stay cute as always, and remember, the target being 10 or 20 rings higher than playing solo is absolutely bullshit. How dare they do that to you, and how dare you to punch you having a cute little tails like that. Okay, goodbye!